Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the WR podcast. I'm Joey,
I'm Tommy.
And I'm Pops.
and today, guys, we're going to be knocking down some haters.
Yeah,
We're going to be talking about facts. Get back, come and get the facts, and then come and see us, right?
yeah,
We're going to be talking about some wrestling news.
yep. Our thoughts on the news.
Yeah, on the news. And also, big shout out to the More Leah's Wrestling Podcast. I'm wearing the merch today.
That's right.
T-shirt.
Born Leaders Wrestling Podcast. Dan, don't forget that motherfucking YO. Mr. Dan, don't forget the YO, baby. You know him.
Yep.
And then don't
Crazy
forget,
Legs.
Yeah.
You remember the dance?
Crazy Legs. Crazy Legs Daniel.
Yeah.
And then we got Damo. Don't forget Damo, his great fucking song, by the way, BLB.
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 out
Bad
now.
Little Bitch.
Bad Little Bitch
Great
out
fucking
now.
song, by the way. It fits every WWE woman known to man.
That's
So,
right.
So check out Damo's new song, BLB. It's #1 hit
On all
on
platforms.
all platforms. And then, don't forget, the Bianca Belair lover,
That's right.
Levante S. Smith, with Bianca Belair, I love you, baby.
Baby.
You know, check them out. And they all do great work over there. The
Also-
Bone Leaders.
Also, we will leave a link in the description box below to go get your merch
Yes.
from the More Leaders Wrestling Podcast. We
and
got the
also-
sweet ass t-shirts.
Yes,
and
sweet
also-
ass t-shirt.
Comes with the sticker as well.
And also, don't forget, if you're trying to go on WWE Shop looking for some clearance, best of luck. But if you're trying to get some stuff on WWE Shop, won't you help Levante F. Smith? Give him a little kickback, a little something, a little something extra. You know, because those Bianca Belair, I love you, baby plaques are not cheap. Ask Levante, he'll tell you.
Absolutely. They are not cheap. So we will leave an affiliated link for his WWE shop in the description box below as well if you guys want to check that out as well.
Also, I got 2 other plugs, if it's okay. We got a little time.
We got plugs.
before we get started on the topics to hand
Yes.
and all the negative Nancy's
Yes.
or Karens.
Oh, their Karens are.
So also go subscribe to Jamie B and Friends' YouTube channel. She does great work. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Great fucking person, good person. And
we
also,
will leave a link in the description box down below for
yes.
her channel. As well.
Also, go subscribe to ASAP Tokyo's YouTube channel. Tokyo Renee does a great job there also.
We will leave a link in her description box.
I'm
below
going
as
to show them some love because they always show us some love.
Absolutely.
So, and I'm very supportive of every single one of them. So,
absolutely. We're very supportive in real friends and not two-faced friends. Right?
oh yeah.
Is that what
There's a lot of two-faced motherfuckers around nowadays. I'll be honest, there's a lot of two-faced people nowadays.
Oh, absolutely. Now, should we start off with some wrestling topics, or should we just start off with the haters right off?
Well,
right off?
what do you want? What do you and Pops want to do? Do you want to start with the haterade, or do you want to start with the wrestling news? What do you want to go with today?
We'll go with the haters first.
You want to go? You want to go with the AEW haterade, huh?
Yeah.
So I guess.
Or Tommy, you came up with a term. What was that term?
The term of these people.
Yeah. They call us the AEW haters.
Oh yeah, people call us AEW haters.
Yes.
Then we got the AEW crybabies.
Yes.
Or a good term, how about AEW crybaby bitches?
Could do that as well.
You know, but I'm gonna PG it up and call you. If I want to do PG, I'll just call you AEW crybabies. But if I'm in a fucking TV-14 fucking mood, it's gonna be bitches.
Bitches.
So there's some I'm gonna just go ahead and say AEW crybaby bitches.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of
But there were a couple that, in particularly, were not directly saying our names, but definitely was talking about us in
Yeah, just kind of
just
yeah,
some stabs. Some pokes.
just some stabs, some pokes there.
They were talking about how why can't we all just love wrestling? Well, listen, it's not that I don't like AEW. I mean, I don't, but
Oh, that's how I feel.
it's not the wrestling itself. It's the people in the wrestling itself as well as the
Yes.
fans. They are very toxic.
Yes.
They're a very toxic fan base, and once again, like O'Shea Jackson Jr. was saying about how
And
fucking
what happened?
yeah,
And what happened when he just had a fucking opinion,
a criticized
a
opinion.
criticized opinion about the precious, beautiful company with the fucking wild and young colors.
What? Yeah.
You know, fucking slow it down. I think they're moving a little too fast. We'll get to that here in a minute. You need
But
to take a deep breath. I mean, a deep.
uh,
But you know that's
the AEW fan base just went after O'Shea Jackson Jr.
all because he had an opinion.
He had an opinion, and guess what? We have an opinions as well.
Yeah, and it happens to me on a daily fucking basis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you say something about fucking AEW, here come the dwellers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fucking.
You had one come after you not too long
you
ago,
know,
too.
yeah.
Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into that here in a second.
But
and I just put him in his place, and he stopped.
Pops, you got something to say there? You got something to say there?
Yeah. I got something to say. Really, if I'm into something, I don't care what it is. If I'm really a fan of it and really into something, I know when it started. Some people don't know when they're hooked on something or they like something, or they don't even remember when it started.
Yeah, a certain podcaster, in quotation marks, said that AEW started what back in 2017, 2018.
Well, can I do what they do?
Yes.
Can I do what the AEW fucking lovers do?
The dwellers, yes.
The crybabies. Can I do what the AEW crybaby bitches do?
Yes.
How about you Google it?
Yeah, if you don't know what you're talking about, why don't you Google it?
And don't they say that to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
They said that to O'Shea Jackson Jr. If you don't know somebody, why don't you Google it?
Tommy, Pops, AEW was started in 2019.
Yeah. And guess what? All right. And
you see.
Go ahead, Pop, real quick. Go ahead.
You see, even people. I'm going to tell you what I don't. People think we hate it. No, that's not the problem. What the problem is, the fans. The fans, to me,
the fans and the boss mostly is the reason why I hate
over
AEW.
the top with it. They're over the top with it, and I don't like that. If a guy gets in that company, and he leaves, they threaten him, they threaten his kids, they threaten his wife, they threaten his whole family. That ain't no fucking fans. That ain't no fucking fans to me. That's a motherfucker that has issues. People like that has issues, real bad issues.
Come on. When Cody left, they threatened his wife. Mm-hmm. They threatened his kids.
Pharaoh?
They even threatened Pharaoh, which I love Pharaoh.
That's right.
The goofy ass dog. I love the dog.
Yes.
He's even got him on a fucking bus.
And it's got to me, and I do feel this right here, Way. It's got to me that anymore the way these people act, I'm ashamed to say that I am a wrestling fan because they probably throw me in with them people that which I'm not. If a person leaves, they leave. If they don't, they don't.
And here's another problem. You got, and that's the thing they keep saying, hey, it's all right. It started in 2019. People's like, well, you got to give it some time, bro. Well, it's been all right. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Almost 6 years now. Mm-hmm. I think it's been almost 6 years. About 6 years.
By the end of this year, it'll be 6 years.
Okay, you should know what you're doing by now.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah, about 5-6 years, right? You should know what you should know what you'd be doing right now. By now.
Mhm.
In 5 or 6 years. You should know what you're doing right now.
And also, they were like these so-called podcasters were talking about how they were talking about all the people that they have in AEW.
Yeah, you want me to mention the names
Go ahead
here?
and mention the names for me.
Well, let me mention a few.
Yes.
You got Christian Cage. You got Adam Copeland on Edge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say on Edge because it's like the book.
Mm-hmm.
You got Swerve.
Mm-hmm.
You got Psoriasis Page.
Okay.
You got FTR. You got Chris Jericho. You got Samoa Joe. You got all right, I think that's all I'm mentioning for right now, right?
Tommy, all these people have wrestled
Keith
for
Lee. You got all these people.
all these people that you just named. Didn't they work for another company?
Yes. They're not homegrown AEW stars.
Because AEW doesn't know how to make stars.
And people say, well, look at Wardlow. Well, look at him. He ain't doing shit with that floppy jalopy hair. Is he?
No.
Orange Cassidy, don't get me started on fucking orange juice.
So let me.
Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks came from the NWA. Don't give
Right.
me,
Right.
Don't give me, a fat bastard Eddie Kingston either.
So let's just look at this right here.
He's not homegrown.
Let's just look at this right here logically. I mean,
Claudio, not.
I'm looking at this right here logically. The only stars that they really have is the one that comes from some other company.
Mm-hmm.
So listen. Here's what you need to do. I'm going to tell you what you need to do, Tony Khan, and all the dwellers and all the people here. What you need to do is make you a star that is in your company, not somebody that comes from somewhere else.
They can't do it.
They don't know how.
They don't know how. Like
It's very easy to do. It's very easy to do.
Tony Khan even came out and said that he's not the one to make this.
He's not. He don't want to make stars. Well, here's the thing. No wonder a Jay Cargill left. No wonder a Brian Pillman Jr. left. No wonder a Sean Spears left. No wonder.
Let me just say this.
No wonder Andrade left.
It is. Let me tell you something. It is a promoter's job
No wonder Cody left.
to make their wrestlers a star. It is the promoter's job to do that. The promoter is the one. He's the one in charge. He's the one that makes the stars.
And that
and that's the point we're trying to say. No wonder all these guys, when he said, "Well, I don't know, I don't want to make no stars." Well, no wonder people like a Jay Cargill left. No wonder why Brian Pillman Jr. left. No wonder Cody left.
But
no wonder fucking all these people have left.
These so-called podcasters were talking about. They literally named like Christian Cage, Adam Copeland. You're naming stars that came from the WWE.
Yeah,
they're already stars.
They're already established
there.
And then they say the roster's stacked. Stacked? Yeah, they're so stacked they can't even use half the fucking roster.
When you have too many people signed and you can't put them on television, that's a problem.
That is a problem. You're wasting money.
You're also wasting
Tony Khan, if you want to waste money, that's your prerogative. I don't personally care. But
not only that right there, you're not only wasting money, you're wasting talent.
And also, they were talking about the only accomplishment, most of the haters who drink the haterade are only saying that the only big thing that AEW's ever done was Wembley. Which, hey, I'm just going to be honest, technically true.
It is technically true.
Because they lied on their podcast saying that AEW is selling out buildings. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
When AEW showed up to Kentucky, they only drew 3,000 people. And this is fact.
Facts.
When WWE Raw show up here, they sell the KFC Yum Center out.
Everybody knows why they sold Wembley. Everybody knows because they hardly ever see wrestling there. That's why they sold out.
Like that's the thing.
But you can't get these people to understand.
And see, that's the thing.
When AEW was in Rupp Arena, they only drew 3,000 people.
And when they were in Louisville,
Yeah.
they only drew 3,000 people.
When they went to I don't think it was the Yum Center. It was Rupp Arena. They sold out Rupp Arena.
Oh, they sold it out?
They sold out Rupp Arena. No, WWE did.
Oh yeah, WWE did.
For SmackDown, I think.
Well, they go to the fucking Yum Center in Louisville. Remember fucking AEW was there. They only drew 3,000 people. Mm-hmm. Look, they were so desperate to sell fucking tickets, they had to come to the Blase OVW show and give tickets away to people that was sitting at a fucking small fucking warehouse.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I don't want to make fun of OVW.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
They had to come to
they had to send Paul the Big Show White out there to, hey, we're going to be at the big arena, the Yum Center. We're going to do buy one ticket, get one free.
I'll tell you this: if they went to OVW, they'd probably sell out.
Well, yeah, because that's a warehouse.
It's only like 400 people.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Yeah. Hey, I ain't knocking OVW. Hey, for 400 people, that's good for an independent show. But come on, you're a big company, supposedly worldwide, prestige worldwide. Fuck you. And they come to a fucking warehouse that OVW sells almost all the time, and they come here and has to have help.
Also,
you couldn't even sell out Phoenix. Remember, fucking old psoriasis over here had to fucking go out. Hey, if you see me, I'll give you some AEW tickets. When SmackDown showed up at the same fucking arena, they sold it out.
Now listen, these AEW haters think that we're just these big WWE fans. Hold on, WWE.
Hey, they had no problem with that.
Thousands of times.
Hey, they had no problem with that. Oh yeah,
But when it comes to their business right now, they are booming.
Yeah, they're making bank. They sell out arenas all the fucking time. Hell, every time I see on tour, it says sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out.
You're not seeing that on the AEW website.
Of course not.
Now, they were making fun of us, saying that we got plastic belts in our backgrounds.
Yeah.
That we know everything when it comes to wrestling. Even though we don't.
We never said we did.
Never said we did. Oh,
and also they say, I'm a big Lesnar fan. Yeah, I'm wearing the shirt for you, so fuck yourself. Hey, I'm telling you right now, I still don't like fucking Brock Lesnar. I don't give two fucks about him. But guess what? You don't think Tony Khan wouldn't hire his ass?
We would.
He'd hire him in a heartbeat. Hires 50 million motherfuckers every fucking week. We'll get into that here in a second.
And plus, Tommy, how much you pay for that was?
$5 fucking bucks. So Lesnar only made one change because WWE got.
I will say this: we don't know everything about wrestling. We never said we did. But here's the thing: if we knew everything about wrestling, we could start our own company and probably blow them out of the water.
And then
we should mention new background, as you tell.
Yeah, you see,
with real belts.
Yeah, there's the WWF Women's Championship over there. If you can see it,
that's right.
There's the fucking United States Championship. There's the WCW Tag Team Championship. So shut the hell up.
Oh, we don't have real belts. Pops, what do you got besides you there?
This right here, this right here is the NWA TV title. Now, for people that don't know, the distinguished people wore it. Dusty Rhodes wore it. Magnum TA, Kelly Blanchard, Ric Flair wore it at one time. This this right here built back when the NWA was booming everywhere. Every star held this belt. So, and it's real. It's a replica of the real belt, but it is a replica of it.
You mean tell me it's a plastic $10 belt?
Oh no. No. See that? You hear that? That's metal, buddy. Metal.
And
Metal.
also,
Metal.
when we had
Metal.
and then when we had our guests on the show, they mentioned it.
Yeah.
Well, these people actually know something.
They've been there.
They've been there. They weren't trained in some fucking backyard.
And think you're a star or a podcaster. But we just wanted to debunk these two clowns, and I mean it in the most generous way possible, clowns. And
no,
well, how about this? You enjoy what the fuck you like. If you like fucking
listen, if you like AEW, that's fine.
I don't give a shit.
I don't care. I personally don't care. Listen, if you like shitty wrestling,
have at it.
With zero stories to them most of the time,
have at it.
Fine, that's great.
And people say, "Well, look at the swerve at Samoa Joe. Well, big fucking deal."
They were starting.
Well, at the last pay-per-view Revolution, didn't they have Will Ospreay versus Takeshita, and they didn't have no story to them
whatsoever? No.
But then again, Dave Meltzer gives it 7 stars or whatever.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about a cold match? There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
By
the way, Will Ospreay.
Let me tell you something about Dave Meltzer. Now we all know, that somebody's licking somebody's scrotum. We already know that. So and of course Dave Meltzer is gonna put it good because Tony Khan's paying him the money. There you go. That's the way it goes. That's the way it is there.
Also, if you wanna watch something that's interesting, that actually some people that's actually been in the business and actually know what the fuck they're talking about, watch our previous podcast.
Watch episode 30. We had AJ, we had Jamie on. Jamie is a former OVW Women's Champion. AJ is a former OVW referee.
Yep.
If you guys want to listen to how they got in the business, their thoughts on the business, who they were trained by, how they were trained, it's a very good episode. I suggest you guys go watch that.
Yes. Because it was a very good, interesting episode.
Absolutely.
We really enjoyed it. And we would like to thank AJ and Jamie for being on the podcast.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I enjoyed myself. Talk to them about it was just so interesting.
Great episode.
We really appreciate having you guys on the podcast. It was
a sleeper episode for most people. Like you may not think that you would enjoy the episode, but the people that actually watched that episode really enjoyed it. And if you guys haven't watched it, I suggest you guys do watch it.
Yes.
But I'm tired of talking about these two clowns.
Yeah, let's move on.
I want to move on to something more interesting right now.
Go ahead and eat some cereal, guys.
Well, I don't know if this will be interesting either, but some of these news won't be that interesting.
Well, also, the Cereal Brothers do bring up another topic here that I do want to talk about here real quick.
We got time.
I'm not sure if it's on this list or not, but Sting's farewell.
Oh, Sting's farewell. We got a little bit about Sting there.
Okay. They were talking about how great of a story and stuff this Sting.
Just about his sons. That's about it. But,
yeah. But they were talking about how great the Sting story is.
That was the worst portrayal of Sting I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Same.
He basically did what a Darby Allin does. What a fucking John Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
He done garbage matches. You could be 80 years old and do a garbage match. It don't take no talent.
Pops, tell me this, and
I'm ready.
You've watched a lot of hardcore wrestling.
And you watched Sting's career.
I watched Sting's career. Love Sting's career.
You remember when Sting debuted?
Yes, I do.
tell me this, okay? You've watched every wrestling kind of genre that where it's rather it's women's,
Yeah.
hardcore, just brawling, technical wrestling,
Technical wrestling.
cruiserweight wrestling.
I watched it all.
Pops, what is one genre of wrestling that you could get away with that you don't have to actually do anything? Like, personally, you don't need to be trained to do anything. You don't have to fucking learn how to actually, do anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what that genre is?
I always considered managing.
I was going towards hardcore wrestling because
Yeah.
Pops,
hardcore wrestling, you really don't have to do anything. I mean, hell, half the time in hardcore wrestling, they spend most of the time outside the ring.
What talent does it show when you get hit in the head with a chair?
It'll take a lot.
I
can hit somebody with a chair.
It shows you keep on getting hit in the head with a chair. It's going to scramble your fucking brain.
I know, but
I could jump off a fucking table.
You can jump off the ladder. You can go through a table.
Yeah.
You can go through broken fucking glass. We'll get it out of
but here's me. I'm going to say this right here, right now. Doing all kinds of shit like that right there, and in your career, it's going to shorten it more than what you fucking think it is.
Look at Mick Foley. Look at Terry
Foley. Mick Foley can hardly walk. Why? Because he's had so many hardcore matches.
And this is what I'm talking about when I talk about you don't need to have talent to do hardcore wrestling. When you use weapons,
I mean, if you think grabbing a chair and hit somebody in the head with it is some talent, hell, we can do that.
Going through glass,
we could do that too. But you see, we got more sense than that.
Yeah, you gotta be a fucking moron to want to do that, which some people are.
I'm being in wrestling, and I'm going to say this before. I've said it once before, but I'm going to say it again. If I was a wrestler, I wouldn't want to have a fucking hardcore match every fucking night.
Well, at Revolution, Sting and Darby Allin put their AEW Tag Team Championships on the line against the Young Fucks.
No. Left Nut Matty and Right Nut Nikki. The Nut Bucks.
The Nut Bucks. And people don't like the Young Bucks that much. And
I think they suck. They've always sucked.
Like even the AEW haters don't really care about, or sorry, the AEW crybabies.
Yeah. Crybaby bitches.
Yeah, they don't even like the Young Bucks anymore.
There's another reason why the ratings drop.
That's true too.
That's another reason.
Tommy, Sting
went through glass.
He went through glass.
Darby went through glass. We'll get into that in a second.
Yeah. And Sting ends up winning the match.
Yes. And it's in Greensboro. People's like, it's sold out. Well, of course, it's Sting's last match. Anywhere Sting goes, if that's someone's going to say it's their last match, of course they'll fucking be a sellout.
Pops,
they sold out a Revolution.
Can you tell me where was the big match that Sting had?
His first big match.
Where was it at, and who was it against?
Ric Flair, Greensboro, Greensboro, damn it, and damn.
Coliseum.
Yeah.
The Greensboro Coliseum.
Yeah.
Revolution sold out for that reason, and Pops, it was Sting's last match. And you would think after you see Sting win, hopefully,
yeah,
from like most people, because some people thought he was going to lose. But what would you think you'd want to hear?
You want to hear a speech?
Right? Speech
Yeah.
about
Him talking about his career and thanking everybody and all
Yeah.
this. What did we get?
What did we get on the Revolution pay-per-view, Tommy?
Well, I'm getting time cues. and Tony Schiavone's idiotic laugh, and that's all you got. And by the way, Tony Schiavone, you suck.
Yeah, Tony Schiavone, fuck you.
I used to have respect for him. Now I have none.
Pops, they didn't even get Sting's fucking farewell speech on the
So the
goddamn
people that
pay-per-view.
paid money, all they got.
Hey,
Hang on, I'm getting time cues.
It doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't. It doesn't surprise me a bit. So
Because of course they went over in time because they're fucking morons.
Yeah.
WCW remade over.
Yeah, WCW remade over
What
in
they
the
should have
worst
done.
possible ways,
In the
too.
worst way, yeah.
The way I would have done it, owning the company. And Sting was Sting's last match. I would say, look, we're going to end this early. We're going to end this right early. Sting is going to have a farewell speech, and that's the way it's going to go.
I'm gonna be honest.
You see, Tony Khan is an idiot.
See, that's the thing. Like, you couldn't shorten some of these matches where Sting could have maybe even 20 minutes, or
if I was Tony Khan, I'd go to these motherfuckers that have these matches. Listen, you're gonna shorten your match a little bit.
Well, I don't want to shorten my match. Well, I don't give a fuck what you
I
want.
don't give a fuck what you got. Listen, Sting, have a retirement match.
Either.
And out of the respect for Sting, I want him to have his time for him to say what he wants to say.
You couldn't give him 20 minutes, or you're like, hey, Osprey, old buddy there.
And take a shit.
Yeah, take a shit. We're going about 10 minutes, 8 minutes off your match.
Tell these motherfuckers here.
Gotta get her shit in, bro. Fuck your shit.
Tell them motherfuckers there. Look, no high spots, no high spot here, no high spot there. It's almost like they got have a football player's got a playbook on their arm, on the wrist. It's about like what they're doing. The high spot here. No, we'll do a high spot there.
Fuck you couldn't go to
like a match and let the man have his speech.
You couldn't go to some of these people and some of these matches be like, hey, Osprey, take shit up. We're going to take 8 minutes off your match. Well, no, we need that 8 minutes. We got to get our shit in, bro. Fuck your shit. All right, that's what I would have said. And you couldn't go to some other people. Hey, would you mind take 5 minutes out of your match? Or, hey, how about you? Would you take 4 minutes off?
Well, Tommy,
no, Tony Khan's too busy wanting to hug and be a love fest. To fucking be a fucking real man.
No,
but no, he's too busy.
What he wants to do here, what he wants to do is suck up to the internet, these internet motherfuckers.
We got basement dwellers around here.
He wants to suck up to all them internet dwellers. That's exactly all he wants to do.
We went to the media scrotum.
Yeah, it's scrotum.
And Tony Khan was sitting there talking about.
We gave Sting a great farewell.
We gave Sting a great farewell. You guys heard him out there. No, we didn't, motherfucker. Because your fucking show went off.
Your show went off the air, pal.
I think we gave him a perfect send-off.
We know. We couldn't see it.
What do you mean a perfect send-off? He beat two fucking middle-aged fucking balding motherfuckers
that no one gave a fuck about
in a shitty match, and he didn't even get to have a fucking speech at the end of it. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah,
you fucking cocaine snorting fucking frizzle hair fuck. No.
Don't he look like Sideshow Bob? Don't Tony Khan look like Sideshow Bob?
I'd rather see Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, well, maybe he'll run the business a little bit better than what he's doing.
No, he may come there. Sideshow Bob may come there, and Tony Khan would hire him.
Tommy,
you got Tony Khan, who's Mr. Simmons, and you got fucking Principal Warts, which is Daniel Bryan.
I will survive.
Brian Danielson. I'm sorry, pal. I'm starting to lose respect for you too.
Yeah.
You're becoming a goof like the rest of them.
Tommy, we seen the 6 chairs.
Oh yeah, we're going to get into that right here, right now.
With the glass on the outside that Darby went through.
And it hit fans.
And some of these shards of glass
Actually hit fans in the face.
hit a few fans in the face in the front row. Now, Pops, when you were growing up watching wrestling, what's one of the rules of going to a professional wrestling match? Why is that barricade there?
That barricade is there because to protect the fans.
And to protect the wrestlers
To protect
as well.
to protect the wrestler from the fans. It's protected the wrestlers and the fans also.
Now, what's the one cardinal rule when it comes to having that barricade there?
Make sure shit don't get in the fans.
Never
Make sure nothing
never
goes over
never have anything to react with the fans.
That's right.
Never get them in danger. Never get a fan hurt.
And there were, now granted, this could have been fake glass, but regardless,
It don't matter if it's sugar glass. That can still cut.
that could still cut, especially sharp, fuck it. Like anything sharp can cut you if it's sharp enough. Now, it could have been fake glass. It could have been real glass. That doesn't really
fucking matter.
It don't fucking matter. Well, okay. What about if it lands in somebody's drink in the front row
And someone drinks it?
and somebody drinks it and ends up getting fucking shards of glass down their fucking gullet?
Yeah.
Not only that, there little pieces of fabric could get in your eyes.
Yeah.
But
Tommy,
let me tell you what AEW thinks of that.
what did AEW say?
Well, caution, attention. All right, SmackDown, just bring it.
Yeah.
If you have a seat on the floor, you are at risk of being struck by personnel, objects, and barricades and other items. Please be aware of the actions as you are watching and move out of the way if someone or something is coming your way. By staying in this area, you assume all risk of injury to yourself and your property. I don't think so, pal.
AEW is trying to wash their hands of any kind of lawsuit.
No, fuck that. Here, minor leagues, big leagues. I don't see WWE doing shit like this. They protect the fans. I see fucking security if the fucking wrestlers go out into the fucking barricade in front of fans, what do we see? We see security. Am I right, Pop?
Yeah.
At a WWE show, if I see the wrestlers go out and fight in the barricade and over the rail, security is right there to keep the fans back and protect them.
And I will say this: if there has been any kind of stuff that happens to be used, it's mostly in the ring, not on the outside.
Not on the outside, or if it is on the outside, it's on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Not close to the fans.
Like literally, Pops, these shards of glass just
hit these fans.
There were shards of glass that hit about 3 or 4 fans that are in the front row, right in that region.
Yeah,
they could have been struck by this glass, and AEW's
they're just saying, "Oh, we're done,
wiping our hands of this."
Wiping our hands.
Guess what? If you sit in the front row, you could be fucking struck. What the fuck are you guys talking about? That's a lawsuit.
Yeah, that's a fucking lawsuit. And I would sue your fucking ass.
Absolutely. Anything else?
Well, I'll say this right here.
Yeah.
If I went to one of your shows and I wanted front row, which you are which you have to give me, but I'm going to tell you one thing: if things get out of control and I get hurt, you're going to have to ask Daddy. Daddy, I got to have some more of my money, Daddy. Fuck you, Tony Khan, you ignorant motherfucker.
See,
that ain't no way to run a fucking company.
Also, I want to mention as well, which we passed the 2 clowns earlier, but the 2 clowns were talking about. It's like the Attitude Era. We get to see fucking the hardcore matches on Dynamite.
Yeah, but it don't mean nothing.
It doesn't fucking mean a damn thing. that you have it on television.
Yeah, don't give a fuck. Your ratings still suck.
Like it isn't boosting the ratings at all. And,
No.
guess what?
We're
You
getting into
two,
that.
and guess what? You two chuckle fucks. The Attitude Era
It's gone.
is dead. It's never coming back. Quit living in the past, morons.
Well, we're not living in the past.
Now,
Hey,
also,
I still love wrestling.
now,
But when I see fucking
here's
shitty
the thing.
wrestling, I'm gonna call it out.
If you bring up WWE back in that right there day, let's see, if it made my memory, who was wrestling and hit a fan? Remember that right your time?
No,
Who was
no,
wrestling
no, no, no.
accidentally? The guy moved and he hit a fan.
I know CM Punk hit a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's something here, you know. And I know you people don't use it at all. It's called work. That's what it is.
Like, people think that just because, like, literally, like
They're bringing back the Attitude Era.
they're bringing back the Attitude. Fuck the Attitude Era. Have you really watched Attitude Era? Do you know how bad some of that television was? Are you serious? Don't get me wrong. There were some great things that happened in the Attitude Era, but there was also some really shitty things as well.
Yeah, like beaver cleavage. Did you like that?
Fucking
Do they know? Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I would like for these people to know. Here's what I want them to know. Do you actually believe that when a wrestler hits a fan or something like that right there, it's another wrestler? He knows how to hit him.
Yeah, but these weren't other wrestlers. These were real fans.
I know, but I'm just showing you how I'm just telling you how it is, you know, to somebody that really cares about the people. They put people, some wrestlers that people don't even know are out there protecting the fans because they're right in front of them. I've seen OVW. I've seen it in every organization. They are wrestlers out there, you know, keeping the fans, you know, back. They take the brunt of anything that's going to be thrown by a wrestler.
Do you like the crazy fans, Pops, or nah?
I like.
Here's the crazy fans that we're going to be talking about right here.
Yeah,
I like the people when they're really into it, you know, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But just being into it and risking people, you know, that come to your shows, that ain't the good. That ain't no fucking attitude there. That's being ignorant.
Well, speaking of some crazy fans, Tommy,
Yeah.
What's going on these days?
Well, first let's go to the first news story here.
That's right.
Tammy Sitch, you know, the murderer.
I'm
being honest, it's facts.
Facts. Once again, get some facts and then come back and see us.
Tammy Sitch is incarcerated, and rightfully so, where she fucking belongs.
If you guys don't know, she was incarcerated for 17 years for killing an old man with her car.
She deserved more than that.
Absolutely.
Fans seek autographed underwear to sell on eBay. They want this woman's old-ass, wrinkly grandma drawers.
What are you gonna do? No. What are they gonna do? Buy them? Is this right here gonna be a scratch and sniff kind of a thing going on there?
I bet you Gemini 888 would sign this up. He already scored one off for Skype, so he already got one for Skype. So maybe he'll buy her undies. Are they the prison ones, or
are they the prison granny panties?
Yeah, are they the prison granny panties? But here's the thing. This is fucking stupid. She's trying to make money while she's in jail. Fuck that. She don't deserve no money. I would not pay for underwear.
I just want to let people out there that are
you
watching
this stupid.
Are you guys actually going to purchase
fucking women's underwear? What the fuck are you going to do with it?
Autographed
sniff is going to be scratch and sniff.
Like, what the fuck are you going to do with it?
Now, it does say that these are what the fans have requested from her while
Yeah.
she's incarcerated.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, who the fuck are these idiots?
yeah. Who
Getting
are they?
granny panties.
Who
Hey,
the hell
Pop.
these jack off up?
Pops, do you want some signed undergarments from Sonny?
Yeah, you want some side
No,
granny panties?
No, thank you. But is these right here the old granny panties, or these right here the ones, or these right here the old ones where she's fucking Shawn Michaels?
Either way.
But either way, I wouldn't want them.
I'll pass.
I'll pass. Yeah.
Hard pass.
All right, you want to talk? Let's talk about some news. The WWE Hall of Fame.
The WWE Hall of Fame. We're talking.
Living in the Hall of Fame. And some of them won't know your name. I'm talking about on the other coming.
That's true. Now,
We're talking about the WWE Hall of Fame 2024.
I will say this. I'm surprised that they've done it so close to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Usually when they have the Hall of Fame, they have at least announced it roughly by Royal Rumble, at least the first inductee. We didn't get the first inductee till about a week or so ago.
Yeah.
And by the way, two clowns, if you're going to talk about wrestling news, you need to talk about stuff that isn't fucking a month ago. Just wanted to turn that in there too. But we got some inductions into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to go through what so far they have in the Hall of Fame. And we're going to just talk about them real quick and give a little scope for you guys, as well as our thoughts on it. I guess we'll go with the first person last.
Yes.
Because
there's some news on him also.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's go ahead and go with Pops. One of your favorite portions of the Hall of Fame is the Celebrity Wing Hall of Fame.
Fuck the Celebrity Wing.
Now, I know that you're not a big fan of the Celebrity Wing, but we do have somebody going into the Celebrity Wing this year, and it's, of course, this is post induction. The person's passed away.
Yeah.
And it is Muhammad Ali. Now, 3-time boxing champion, Olympic gold medalist, competed in matches against Antonio Inoki, as well as did he face Gorilla Monsoon?
He had a little
like a spat, a little spat with Gorilla Monsoon. He was also, which is the reason probably why he's going in the Hall of Fame.
Which is, I can understand.
Which is the reason why most people would think he's going to go to the Hall of Fame.
He was a special guest referee in the WrestleMania 1 main event.
Yeah, special guest referee in the.
And also, he was in that collision in Korea too.
Yes, he was for WCW and New Japan.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually have no problem with this induction.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, and also they're going back to their roots of
WrestleMania 1.
Of WrestleMania 1.
And I'm gonna be honest.
And also we should mention boxing and wrestling.
Yes.
Kind of go together. And it always have, because most wrestling bookers were also doing boxing as well.
And also
back in the day,
Muhammad Ali, Kentucky native.
Yep. Right here in well, not here, but in Louisville, Kentucky, which is about an hour away from us. But
he's got his own museum. He's got a Muhammad Ali Boulevard. You know, he's got a
actually that's almost where the KFC Yum Center is.
Yes, it is.
Is right off Muhammad Ali Boulevard, by the way.
Yes, it is.
So
so I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad Muhammad Ali is getting his due because he deserves it. Mm-hmm. He's done a lot of good things for wrestling. You could tell he was a wrestling fan.
Hell, even Muhammad Ali actually puts over wrestling in some interviews as well. Like some of, when he was doing Flight, Sting Like a Bee, fucking.
He said he watched Gorgeous George tapes.
He would watch Gorgeous George tapes and would be so fascinated with the interviews that these wrestlers would do that he would actually incorporate it into his own
promos after a boxing fight.
Yeah.
So I like Muhammad Ali. I always have. Yeah, he done good things in WCW too. I remember he done the Muhammad Ali Foundation there in WCW and stuff like that. Like Muhammad Ali, you could tell he was a wrestling fan.
Pops.
Well, everybody knows the way I feel about it. I think it should be strictly for wrestling. But I have nothing against Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was back in his day a great champion. I liked him. And he is a native from Louisville, right here in Kentucky. And but it is what it is, and I have no problem with it.
So you don't have anything. You don't really have a problem with it currently.
I don't have no problem with it currently. No, I mean, he did put over a lot of wrestling, and like Tommy, he was a fan. He enjoyed it. He kind of just like you said. He would watch interviews of the wrestlers, and he got that right there. Down patch. The wrestlers, and everything, that the way he moved and everything. He was a showboater, and he learned that from the biggest part of the wrestlers that he watched.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no problem.
We should mention that he did die in 2016, and it was from septic shock. As well as didn't he suffer from Parkinson's disease as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
The same thing that Michael J. Fox suffers from as well. So, but we definitely want to pretty much talk about Muhammad Ali for sure. Then we got a tag team in the Hall of Fame this year. Which is the U.S. Express.
Yes, which is Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham.
And they are.
And this is Barry Windham's second Hall of Fame induction.
He went in with the Four Horsemen.
Yes.
And they are two-time WWF Tag Team Champions. Now, when I'm sitting there thinking about the greatest tag teams of all time, I know the U.S. Express doesn't really rank up there.
Hey, but they were in the WrestleMania 1.
They were in WrestleMania.
They were tag team champions.
They were tag team champions. They took on
Nikolai Volkov and Iron Sheik.
And they were also the first ones to use
Real American.
Real American.
Until they switched it to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. But before Hogan took it, brother. And when you think about them as a tag team. And by the way, they're actually brothers-in-law, as well.
And they're both great fucking talents.
On their own.
Mike Rotunda, a great fucking worker.
Mm-hmm.
He was so smooth in the ring. Barry Windham, one of the most fucking great fucking talents and underrated. Both of these guys are very underrated.
Very underrated wrestlers. During that time,
Barry Windham had great matches with Flair, with fucking Luger. Like, he put on great matches.
The issue with Barry was he never really wanted to stay in one spot.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why I don't really think he got over to an extent that he could have.
Yeah, because he wouldn't stay long.
He wouldn't stay long. He'd pretty get frustrated after like a year or two, and then he'd want to move somewhere else.
And Mike Rotunda, he won tag team titles with Ted DiBiase too. His Money Inc. Mm-hmm. He won the TV title as a member of the Varsity Club. Like, Mike Rotunda is a great fucking worker too.
And according to a beer fuck with the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah. Mike Rotunda held this title.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna be honest. I think Barry
More,
would
ti-
have been
more times than people realize he held it. More times than people
I'm gonna
realize
say,
he held it.
I'm going to say the U.S. Express, Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. Why not?
I know people say, well, who cares? They were WrestleMania 1. Is that the only reason? Well, look at their fucking talent.
Mhm.
Like, come on. People even made fun of the Bushwhackers being in the fucking Hall of Fame, for God's sake.
Mhm. Some people could be very cynical about that kind of thing.
Come on. Like, do you know how much of an honor it is for them to get their fucking accompaniments of everything they fucking put their lives through and fucking traveling all the fucking time?
I mean, hell, we
And-
got to meet Ricky Morton at a fair show, and he was showing us his Hall of Fame
Yes.
ring.
Yeah.
And he was happy and proud to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and Ricky Morton was talking about how proud he was to, and he was at the fair wearing his WWE Hall of Fame
So
ring.
was Jerry Lawler.
And so was Jerry Lawler.
Yeah.
You know, like, and so
If you
was
go
Jimmy
back,
Dunn.
if you go back in the archives, you know, he did a plug for us. If you go back in the archives and listen to it, he did a plug for our channel.
But yeah, I'm gonna
And not cameo either. We actually met him.
We actually met him.
But I'm gonna say yes. The U.S. Express deserved to be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Pops the U.S. Express.
U.S. Express had no problem with it. You see, here's the thing. You see, you know, just like you said, you know, the Rock Express, the Rock and Roll Express got into it. You know, they wanted you know, and I have no problem with Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham going in. I had no problem with that.
And that's the thing. Like, people who made fun of these people, like, oh, Coco Beware, what did he do? Or fucking Jim Duggan. Like, what the fuck they done for the industry?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it really pisses me off about like
when people fucking get so like, why the fuck do they deserve to be in? They didn't win no titles. They ain't about fucking belts.
Yeah, you know, you know,
They're getting their recognition and credit they deserve.
I just want to say, you know, that they did this thing. You know, Jim Cornette was there. He was a meet and greet. The Rock and Roll Express was there. The Midnight Express was there. And you know, at that right there time, they knew they were going in. The Rock and Roll Express knew they were going in there. And the Rock and Roll Express said we want the Midnight Express in there. We want to induct the Midnight Express. And it was at a meet and greet on YouTube. It was very emotional with all them guys. So you know, I'm saying this right here right now. I hope somewhere down the road the Midnight Express get into the Hall of Fame.
I mean, the bad part is we already missed Bobby. So
yeah, we already lost Bobby, which is a sad thing. But Bobby was a technician. But Bobby could get in the ring with a broom and make it look good.
And so if they're going to put them in, they need to put all four of them in there.
Yep.
Yeah, they need to put all of them in there. Yes, exactly.
Pops and Tommy, the next Hall of Famer in the WWE Hall of Fame is Thunderbolt Patterson.
Thunderbolt Patterson.
Yes.
He was a big star in Georgia.
Yeah.
Big star in Georgia.
But only complaint I have of Thunderbolt Patterson, he was bitter.
Yeah.
That's my only complaint. But does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Sure. He was a big star in Georgia. So yeah, I'll put him in. But the only problem I have, he was a little bit bitter.
You know, he wrestled. He did wrestle for the NWA. A lot of the NWA territories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you gotta realize, like, this is back in the fucking 60s.
Yeah.
He was wrestling in like Florida and Georgia and both North and South Carolina, and you know, the one issue about him, and this is the reason why he's more controversial than most, is what he would want to do. And listen, it's a good notion.
Yeah.
what he was wanting to do.
He
But
wouldn't do it in the wrong way.
he went about it the wrong way most of the time, and that is he was trying to do like union labors for wrestlers. He was also a big advocate when it came to black wrestlers, which once again, good notion for sure.
Yeah.
But just the way he went about it was also for concern.
Yes.
And like Big Star during his time in wrestling, Pops, I bet you remember watching a lot of Thunderbolt Patterson.
Yes, I did.
When you were a kid.
He was great in the ring. Did decent promos. But it goes back to what you said. And he just did it the wrong way. And I have props for everything that he did. But he just did it the wrong way. And my God, I like Thunderbolt Patterson. I had nothing against him.
Yeah, sorry, we're a little technical error there for fucking the internet, but nonetheless, we did hear what you said, Pops, and absolutely, a big star in his day, especially for a black athlete.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the 60s and the 70s, because let's just be honest, in the 60s and 70s, being a black wrestler
was hard.
Especially.
And he made $150,000, and he didn't think that was good enough for him, though.
Yeah, he said that he made about $150,000
in the 60s and 70s. I think that's pretty good.
That's pretty good for the 60s and 70s.
I don't know what he was bitching about.
I don't make $150,000, and I'm here in 2024.
That was my only complaint.
Mm-hmm.
Was he was like, "Oh, made $160,000 in the 60s and 70s," and I agree with what Morton Downey Jr. said. If you're making $160,000 in the 60s and 70s, that wasn't really discriminated against.
That's absolutely, yeah. He goes, "That's just a matter of opinion."
Everything's a matter of opinion, pal.
Everything's a matter of opinion, pal.
But it's true though.
Yeah.
How was that discrimination?
See, once again, yeah, he like, don't get me wrong, good notions, because
yes,
it is true.
It
was true. A lot of black wrestlers were being held down and
I agree
and discriminated against, but just the way he went about it.
He would try to go about it the wrong way.
Yeah, he went about it the wrong way.
That's one thing too. Yes, I do agree with that right there. He a lot of black wrestlers back in that right there did get held down, and back in that right there, I seen it happen. Really, Princess Jasmine, great technical wrestler. Could have been a world champion, but they would never put the belt on her, and I thought that was wrong. I mean, she was better than most of them, and I'm talking about the wrestled out of Indianapolis with Dick the Bruiser territory back in that day. She was to me the best woman wrestler in the locker room back there, but they never put the belt on her. And I that me myself personally, I can never understand why.
Now, once again, I'm happy for Thunderbolt Patterson.
Yeah.
I think he deserves his time as a WWE Hall of Famer for sure. I do know that he was put in the Lou Thez Hall of Fame a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he went to Lou Thez. Yeah.
I'm glad to see him take his rightful place in the WWE. And by the way, Thunderbolt Patterson's still alive. By the way, guys.
Yes.
And definitely a pioneer when it comes to black athletes.
And see, that's
during
the
that
thing
time
that WWE does. I like how they give the veterans and the people that put their time in and everything.
And by the way, he never really wrestled for WWE that much, besides some jobs.
And people say, "Well, why the hell should he be in there? He didn't wrestle in WWE." It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Hell, If Triple H calls you, he calls you.
You get that call from Trips.
If you get that call from the King,
You see that? That's why I like WWC. They go for all federations, all companies.
Well,
You know.
speaking of all companies and all generations here, let's go ahead and go with the next one because the next one is all the way from Japan. We have Bull Nakano, which is going to be.
Auto.
She's a former WWF Women's
Yeah.
Champion. She's also won some Slammies, and she's won multiple Women's Championships in Japan and in Mexico, and also in the United States in like more regional
and see,
promotions.
And Bull Nakano, she was a good fucking talent.
Now listen, I'm just gonna be honest here. The WWE
the WWE Women's Division was not that great.
The WWF Women's Division during her time there
was not great.
Was not that stellar.
Why do you think why her and Alondra had to wrestle all the fucking time?
And that's nothing against her.
No,
that's just the way women like. You gotta realize, you don't know, like a lot of people don't know how lucky the women of today have it when it comes to their wrestling nowadays.
Yeah.
Like it was not like that in '94 or '93 when she was there.
Yeah.
Literally we had Luna, Alondra Blaze,
Bull Nakano,
and I know Aja Kong made a few appearances for WWF. Other than that,
Bertha Faye.
Oh, Bertha Faye. I forgot about Bertha Faye. Other than that, really, not much.
Yeah.
I mean, these ladies back in that era, these ladies wrestled their asses off, and they had to do it every fucking night.
And I'm gonna say I like Bull Nakano. She was a good fucking worker.
Absolutely.
And her and Alondra put on great matches.
Yeah.
She even made an appearance for WCW.
She wrestled in WCW for a little while.
Here's what she did. You know, she
was
like, yes, she did.
She was like, she would come in and do what she needed to get done. You know, she was one of the wrestlers, that you could depend on to show up, do your job, and pick up a payday while you're doing your job.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I have a feeling it's probably going to be Alondra Blaze inducting her.
I'd say so.
I'm gonna be honest, I think so.
Bertha Faye has passed away.
I think it's going to be Medusa.
Aja Kong, I don't think they're going to have her do it.
I'm going to be honest, I think it's going to be Medusa.
Luna's passed away.
Yeah, it's going to be Medusa.
It's going to be Medusa for sure. They don't have who's
inducting these people, but
the only one they have is Ali, and it might be his son possibly.
Yep.
Lonnie Ali.
Yeah, it's his son. That's the only one.
That's the only one so far. But Pops, you have any qualms with Bull Nakano going in the WWE? And by the way, they're killing two birds with one stone because she's Japanese,
yes,
and she's a woman,
yes,
which is one of the criteria that WWE has put in there.
Yeah,
they pick like an old timey wrestler usually. They pick a tag team. They pick a
celebrity,
international.
Yep.
They pick a celebrity.
And they pick a main eventer.
And they pick a woman as well.
Yeah.
And then they pick a main eventer.
Yeah.
Usually. But they're killing two birds with one stone.
Yes, they are.
With Bull Nakano. Definitely deserved for sure, especially during her time there, because that's where a lot of American audience actually got to see her, unless you actually did get Japanese footage from Japan.
More power to her. Congratulations. You're in the Hall of Fame, girl.
And the main eventer for this year's Hall of Fame is Paul Heyman.
The wise man.
Let's go through a little bit of his accomplishments.
The wise man.
Yeah, the wise man. Let's just go through a little bit of his accomplishments for right now. Former manager, former commentator, owner and operator of ECW. He was a on-screen general manager for the SmackDown brand. Also did some color commentary for Raw, and he's managed the likes of Brock Lesnar, Big Show, CM Punk, Rob Van Dam, Kurt Angle, Stone Cold, well, not Stone Cold, but Steve Austin, the Dangerous Alliance, the Bloodline, and Roman Reigns, amongst others. Paul Heyman.
You want me to go first?
Sure. Yeah.
He deserves it.
Um,
You want me to tell you why? Look at all the obstacles Paul Heyman went through. Remember, he went from Memphis, got his jaw broke.
we got real. He grew up in New York.
In New York.
He would watch the WWF.
Yep, and wanted to be a manager.
Wanted to be a manager.
And he would follow Freddie Blassie or Captain Lou around.
He would literally follow him around and shit.
Yeah. And then he'll lie to get in the arena to be a photographer.
Yeah.
And he almost like what every wrestling fan would have done.
Believe it or not, and most people, this is the reason why I don't think they get along, is Cornette and
Heyman are the same exact.
Yeah, Cornette and Heyman are the exact same people because of this reason. The way they got in the business.
And the way they love the business.
The way they love the business, as well as the way that like everything went down. Because literally, they both love wrestling when they were kids. But this is the thing. This is how it goes. Is Cornette is the one from the South, and Paul Heyman is the one from the North.
Yes. Yes.
But they're literally the same motherfuckers.
And every talent say they're the same. They're the same person.
They're the same person, just for
and look
how it goes.
Cornette owned Smoky Mountain. Paul Heyman owned ECW.
They were both managers.
Yep.
They were both commentators. Both commentators. They both made to the WWE. They were both at WCW.
Yeah,
literally, they're just images of each other.
Yes, and Paul Heyman. Mm-hmm. I know people are saying, "Well, but look what he done. He was a shady guy. He made checks bounce." I kind of forgave Paul. Here's why I forgave Paul. Mm-hmm. I did feel bad for those guys that worked their ass off for him, and not get paid, and stuff like this. But I'm going to do what Tommy Dreamer said. When Paul Heyman cut that promo about how he was in the same pit as they were. He was trying to survive just like they were trying to. And he goes, did I lie? Absolutely I have. I lied all the time so I could survive one more day. And the promo, when he said all that.
James from WSI had Mikey Whipwreck on.
Yeah.
And Mikey, he asked Mikey about, does he have any, is he owed?
He will.
Well, is he owed any money from Paul? And he goes, absolutely, I'm owed money from Paul. Roughly around 5 figures worth of money. And for most people that want to know, that's
a lot of money.
That's at least $10,000 or more. Anywhere from $10,000 to $99,000. Yeah. It's in that range. And
he owes Shane Douglas money. He owes Sabu money. He owes everybody money.
But he said that he doesn't have anything really to complain about because
he gave him an opportunity.
He gave him an opportunity as well as
where no one else would.
Because like hell, fucking Mikey got paid off the WWE games with the Steve Austin run. He got to do so much stuff from being in ECW.
And money in WCW too.
So he doesn't really have any hate.
That's the thing. Paul Heyman, you could tell. A lot of people call him a used car salesman. Well, he is.
He is.
He even admits it.
Yeah.
But like he said, if you were there in ECW, he took guys that had zero talent, or guys that were never going to be in the WWE, or guys that was never going to make it in the WCW. He took those guys and made ECW with them. Mm-hmm. Guys that no one wanted.
Because I'm just gonna be honest with you.
He took people and fucking brought out the best of talent
Do you think
to someone that didn't have much talent.
Do you think WWE or WCW would have had the Sandman and the fucking the Surfer fucking Sandman come out there? No, absolutely not.
He took people that basically had no talent, or had some talent, but weren't going to get a shot.
Yeah,
and he made ECW with these guys. He brought out the best in people.
I will say that's a horrible businessman.
Horrible businessman. I agree. He's horrible at business.
He's a fucking piece of shit.
Well,
we'll get into that.
We'll get into Pops' degree here, but look, he is a motivator. He takes stuff from people, he hides the negative, and bring out the positive.
Pops, what's your thoughts on Paul Heyman?
He's a fucking piece of cat shit. Horse shit. Any kind of shit that motherfucker is. Now, motherfucker, that you're making money, well, why don't you pay the motherfucking wrestlers that put their fucking bodies on the line for your sorry piece of shit ass?
Do you think Paul
Heyman worthless piece of fucking shit? Yeah. Fuck you in your Hall of Fame, motherfucker. Fuck you. You don't deserve nothing. All you deserve is these people to sue your fucking ass. You fucking lousy piece of shit.
I'm on Paul Heyman's side.
I will say this though, Pops. If they really wanted their money, they could have sued him.
Yeah.
Or as well as
now you're making money, motherfucker. By sniffing this man. Yeah, you bitch. Here's what you need to do. You need to get Sandman his fucking operation, motherfucker. Fucking Sabu his fucking operation, hip replacement, where he tore his fucking body apart for you.
In fairness, I don't think that goes all on Paul because Sabu is throwing himself through tables in Japan as well and doing a lot of other stuff. I don't think that's just Paul's doing that. The reason why Sabu has to go with these operations.
He's a fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, Paul Heyman.
In fairness. So
fuck you, Paul Heyman, you sorry motherfucker.
I love you, Paul.
So 2 agrees and 1 disagree for the.
But hey,
for the Hall of
that's
Fame.
his opinion. I ain't gonna get all mad about Mr. Gray's opinion.
No, I'm not either.
That's his opinion.
That's his opinion.
Ain't that right, Pop?
I'd fuck your fucking face, motherfucker.
Oh, you don't want that. We heard a lot of stuff come from the old man's ass. You don't want that.
Hey, you don't want those parts.
Especially at the chili with beans.
Chili with beans.
Tommy, what else we gonna talk about today?
All right, let's talk about someone that talked about old Paul Heyman's induction.
Oh Lord,
another old buddy, a guy that's never going to be in the Hall of Fame, never get a sniff.
Okay, who's this?
Who do you think? Bo Ears Ryback's got something to say.
Oh, what does Ryback?
You want to hear what Ryback had to say, Papa? You and Ryback might be friends here since you ain't Paul Heyman.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I believe in this right here way. The motherfucker should pay these guys to put their bodies on the line for that son of a bitch. That's what I'm talking about. That is my personal guess.
Here's what Ryback had to say. Paul Heyman, a.k.a. Oswald, whatever the fuck that is. Hobblepot, is being inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame. Paul has made a great career for himself being a lazy, lying, cheating, shortcut taking, just manipulating horrible human being. And he's actually great for the Hall of Fame. Well, what's wrong, Ryback? You mad because you're never going to get one?
Oh, he'll never get one.
Well,
hey, Pops!
Ryback agrees with you. What do you think of that?
He called it right. I'll say this for Ryback. He called it right.
Fuck you, Ryback. How you like that? I don't give a fuck.
He called it right. He called it right.
Yeah, but Ryback's always a bitch anyway. He always bitches.
Called it right.
But Dumbo's always bitching. Ain't that right, Royds? How's that Ryback feed me more fucking protein shake doing you? Go back and do what you do, Ryback. Eat your fucking Ruffles and sitting on your fucking couch because no one's going to hire your fucking stupid fucking ass.
You see,
it's my turn to rant. All right. Now listen here, Ryback, you fucking oaf. You fucking ogre. Fucking Shrek looking fuck. Listen here. Do what you do fucking best on your blase YouTube channel. Go to fucking feed me more dot fucking whatever the fuck and take those horrible protein powders that no one buys. And sign fucking $5 cards to Skip Sheffield or fucking Ryback or whatever the fuck you do. Go get another fucking former porn star to sit by in your other fucking side and be like, hey, you want to go to Wendy's, Martha? We can get got that bag, got the biggie bag. You know, you can do shit like that and fucking do what you do best. Film in a fucking car eating fucking fast food because that's all you know how to fucking do. Because you're nothing but a glorified slug. That's all the fuck you are. So fuck you, Ryback. Don't give a fuck what you got to say.
There we go.
Well, he did have the right idea. He did have the right idea about you know, they should have got Tony DeVito to play Collar Pop. Heyman could have done that because he's just exactly like a fucking Collar Pop.
Will do.
All right, we got some more news here.
More wrestling news.
WWE's YouTube channel has officially crossed 100 million subscribers.
Oh Lord, they're up there in the big leagues.
They're up in the big leagues. They're in the big leagues, not the minor leagues, like another fucking channel. We're talking about AEW here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the channel that only gets 30 views.
No, well, that too. But,
Okay.
But come on.
Yeah.
So congrats to the WWE YouTube channel on crossing 100 million subscribers. I'll give you some props on that. Good job.
That's where you can watch some of the clips.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You got to watch the whole show to judge the whole show, right?
Yeah.
Right, you
So,
30
Bob,
view
do
motherfuckers.
you think that's a good thing? WWE's got 100 million subscribers on YouTube.
What now?
I said WWE's YouTube channel. It gained 100 million subscribers. What do you think of that?
Of course it did.
That's more than AEW's subscriber count.
By the way, guys, if you guys want us to get 3,000 subscribers, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah. You want some more AEW news? Here we go. Now we got some AEW news. This will make them happy.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Gatorade. All right.
Yeah, good.
Big Belly Matt Hardy.
Okay.
His AEW contract is set to expire this month. Well, good fucking deal, because I wouldn't sign him either. Fuck Matt Hardy.
You don't see that big belly?
Well, who gives a fuck? He's old. Hold on. Come on. The Hardy Boys are kind of worn up their welcome for me. They're kind of getting too old to do shit.
Do you see Jeff fall all the time?
Yes. Yes. So Matt Hardy's AEW contract is set to expire this month. Well, who cares?
Good riddance.
Good fucking riddance, Matt, and big money. Now lowball Matt.
Pops, do you want to see Matt Hardy leave AEW, or do you want him to sit there and stay with that great promotion?
Well, yeah, I'm going to say this right here, because I've had people ask me this right here. You know, well, you're a fan of Edge. Are you mad because he left went to All Friends Wrestling and everything? No, because I'm going to tell you what. If a motherfucker's dumb enough to pay me money and me not do anything,
We're going to get some waste of money.
I'll take the money. And who knows? You know. They'll probably keep the Hardy Boys there, you know. What else do they have? What else they got?
There you go.
All right, some more news on AEW. Garrett Borden, which is one of Sting's son, revealed that the outfits worn by him and his brother were the original ones worn by Sting all those years ago. Well, that's great. No, really, I will say this. I ain't gonna knock it. It's great.
The entrance was fine to see Sting's evolution,
and I ain't gonna knock Sting's kids being involved in their dad's fucking stuff.
Yeah, Pops. I'm not sure if you've seen, but at Revolution they had Surfer Sting, which was one.
I've seen that right here.
Yeah,
it was the son. It was both their sons. One was dressed as the Wolfpack Sting, and the other one was dressed as Surfer Stan.
And then they had their dad come
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
which
which I have no problem with.
cool.
It's a good thing. It's good.
It's fine.
There
It's
you go.
fine.
We praised AEW on something, so I don't want
Hey.
to hear no haters.
Oh, congratulations! You guys did an entrance very well.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah,
But
good
you
job.
guys didn't give him his speech now, did you?
No,
Yeah,
but
no
you did
speech.
good.
No speech.
All right, now on the next one. Sammy Guevara was recently suspended by AEW in relation to his match with Jeff Hardy.
Is this the one where Matt got in his face?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He said, "What the fuck you doing, you idiot?" I hate Sammy Guevara anyway.
Yeah.
Ain't this the guy that we're gonna get into that in a minute?
Okay.
Ain't this the guy that said he wanted to do something with a woman that just signed there?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
riddance. I wouldn't hire this oaf anyway.
Does this start with an R?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Sammy Guevara sucks.
he's always sucked.
Didn't like him with the panda head. Didn't like him in the inner circle.
Didn't like him at all.
Didn't like him fucking leaving his girlfriend for fucking Ty Cunty and whatever. Right? So
Ty Cunty.
yeah.
Conti, what the fuck her name is?
Whatever her name is.
Yeah, Ty. There you go.
Ty Mello is her name, I guess now. Yeah, he ended up leaving this homely looking girl. I'm gonna be honest with you. His fiance was kind of ugly.
And he just went with an uglier bride.
And then he went with this fucking bitch that looks like she's plastic surgery ridden.
I'm a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world.
He upgraded, I guess. I don't know, but
Look like downgrade if you ask me.
the downgrade.
But do y'all think he should have been suspended?
It's AEW.
Yeah, he shouldn't be there.
What it is, it's AEW. So really, it doesn't matter if they upgrade or downgrade. They're still the same.
Well, let's talk about someone that people hate with a passion.
Okay, who's that?
John Cena.
Wait,
John Cena?
This person hates John Cena so much that's all he ever talks about.
Yeah.
Unless it's good AEW stuff, right?
You want to mention a little bit of some Cena stuff?
What does Cena have to say?
Well, first he talks about LA Knight.
Okay.
He said he, meaning LA Knight, is a embodiment of it's hard to see here.
Perseverance and
hard work and believing in himself. He has earned every inch. It was every inch, and it was really fun. It was really fun to be there working with him.
I'm not sure what every inch means. Does that mean pecker? I don't know.
I guess John didn't understand. Well, and it's all Cliff Wayne.
Oh, there
he
you
likes
go.
Pecker too. So,
He likes peckers too, but
you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pecker season is.
He's a LA Knight fan, so
yeah, okay, cool.
he says he enjoyed it. He enjoyed being with he likes LA Knight. You like LA Knight, Pop?
I don't have nothing against him.
Hey, he's over.
Mhm.
He's over. He's more over the entire AEW roster right now,
There we go.
and he ain't even doing much.
You know, as well as people will know if they watch our channel in any way. You know, I never did like John Cena. I never liked him when he was OVW as a prototype.
We got some more
But
things.
John Cena has really involved in wrestling. He
remember
to me, and I'm going to say this right here plain. To me, he made his mark. And I wish him, whatever he does, or he comes back to wrestling, or whatever he does, I wish for the best for John Cena.
Now he talks about MJF.
Okay.
I kind of said maybe he can get you MJF to play for the right team one day. All that. There's no denying the fact that he's doing good work. I don't think that I should ignore that.
Okay.
So he talks about MJF.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I've actually been lowered on MJF.
Yeah, so have I.
From his
all because of his AEW booking.
Yes. So
now, what do you think of that, Pop? Go ahead.
Well, what happened? What was with his AEW shit is because they made him a joke.
Yeah, they did make him a joke, and it was a
So,
joke of the
you know,
world
I mean,
championship.
I mean that right there, that right there lowered
He was a
lowered
great
me
worker.
his aspect of him, carrying the title.
I enjoyed MJF until they started making him look like a joke.
But
All right. Now he talks about the Firefly Funhouse match he had with Bray Wyatt.
okay.
I remember 3 days before we filmed the Firefly Funhouse match. It was the last TV taping where they came in and they were like, "We're going to have a Firefly Funhouse." So he enjoyed working with Bray Wyatt.
I'm not sure what that story has to do with anything.
Me neither, but okay.
Why'd you get it for?
I don't fucking know. John Cena talked about the Firefly Funhouse. And John Cena talked about his top 5 women's wrestlers.
Okay.
Number 5, Charlotte Flair. Number 4, Rhea Ripley. Number 3, Levante. You all should love Cena here. He chose number 3, Bianca Belair. I love you, baby. Number 2, Bayley, and number 1, Becky Lynch.
Okay, pretty much top stars.
Yeah, the top stars in WWE.
Okay, I can see that.
And then that's about it of John.
Yeah, we could have cut some of those segments down for that John Cena thing.
Yeah, we could have.
That wasn't that important, but
well,
nonetheless.
you wanted news, motherfucker? I'll give you news.
That one about Bray Wyatt didn't mean a fucking thing.
Oh,
They
well.
didn't say anything, really.
Well, it don't matter. It's clear. All right. Now let's talk about something that ain't that important either. Can we talk about that?
Can we talk about that?
Huh? You thought the Firefly Funhouse wasn't important. Well, here's something that's not that important either.
Okay, what is
Do
it?
you agree?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mr. Rainmaker.
Yes.
Okada over here.
Okay.
You know, he signed with AEW, no shock there.
Yeah.
According to Tokyo Sports, Okada signed a 3-year deal with AEW for about 2 billion yen. So that equates to about $13.5 million, resulting in about $4.5 million per year.
So he's getting $4.5 million a year for the next 3 years working for AEW.
Yes.
I know people that watch New Japan cream their jeans over Okada.
I don't see anything special.
I don't see anything great personally.
Me neither.
He
He was on One Wish.
Yeah, he was. He hugged Tony Khan.
He's on the list.
If I had one wish.
Don't Tony Khan remind you of a Make-A-Wish kid? Like, don't he?
He is one to me.
He looks like a fucking adult Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah.
The way he hugs these people. You can tell. I'm sorry, you will never hug me, pal. I'll say you can take your hug and shove it up your ass.
Joe.
Yeah, I'll do Samoa Joe. I won't even shake his fucking hand either.
You know.
That's a dude. So what do you think, Papa? Stealing money like always.
With him giving money away like that right there, he's gonna have to ask Daddy for the rest of his inheritance.
And here's another thing. When you come from Japan, it don't mean shit here in the States. Mm-hmm. That's the point I've always been trying to say. When Kenny Omega was the biggest star in Japan, and he shows up here, nothing. When Okada over here, he shows up,
he's making it rain.
He made it rain. Well, that's money well wasted making it rain. You're spending Tony Khan's money there. And he shows up. Hang on. He shows up, and he comes in, and what does he do? He knocks down Whopper Kingston.
Badass Kingston.
Yeah, Whopper.
Yeah, Whopper.
Whopper Kingston. And then he joins the Elite with the Young Bucks. That makes me not even more interested. So, Okada, best of luck in your future in AEW, which looks very dim because if you're compared with the Young Bucks.
Go ahead, Pops. You go say.
Here's my thing, and I'd like to know this right here. Really, I really would. Tony Khan gives his wrestlers this much money for just appearing. Now, if they're not put on TV, they don't get enough time on TV and stuff like that right there. What I want to know is, do they still get their money?
Yeah, of course they do.
Of course.
Well, he's a fool. He's an idiot. He's a moron.
And see, this is the one thing that we've been trying to say is just because you came from Japan doesn't mean it's going to equivalent into ratings in an American market.
Yeah.
We've been saying this for years. Years. It doesn't fucking matter where you come from. Is there some people that followed you from New Japan? Absolutely. There's always going to be people that do that. But guess what? There's still that same audience. That's still 800,000 that watches Dynamite every fucking week.
Exactly.
They're the ones that are excited to see you. The rest of the people are not. They don't give a fuck that you're there. And the proof is in the pudding, because guess what was the ratings for when Okada was there, where he showed up?
The ratings were 700K.
Even worse. Pops, imagine this. You think you signed the greatest wrestler? That's what most people are saying. The greatest wrestler from New Japan, Okada. You just signed him, and Pops, you're paying him $4.5 million a year. And his first shot, he comes in there, he knocks fat ass Kingston on his ass, and he joins the fucking Young Bucks. And Pops, you lose 100,000 than your normal.
Yes.
Fucking
normal.
Yeah, more than your normal 800,000. Pops, are you going to be happy about that?
Hell no, I'd be a pissed off motherfucker.
Exactly.
Number one, I wouldn't pay him that much money to begin with.
There you go.
And here's the point: you know, for you to get that kind of money, you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to make my ratings go sky high.
No, but what does Tony Khan do? If I had one wish,
Yeah, he hugs him.
and he hugs him
in that horrible AEW background banner.
I'm going to say this right here. He hugs his wrestlers just like he's hugging a toy. That kid, as a kid, I don't think he ever got hugged by his parents. I really don't think he ever did.
If I was paying somebody millions of dollars and they lose viewers, I'm gonna be one pissed off motherfucker.
Yeah,
So that ain't happening.
I'd be like kicking myself in the ass, saying, "What the fuck was I thinking?"
But let's talk about some more news here.
Okay.
Kevin Kelly
Okay.
was fired from AEW.
Yes, he was.
Kevin Kelly has been fired by AEW. The reason given is due to his comments on Twitter over the weekend, where he claimed that Ian
Riccaboni
tried to sabotage his AEW career. It's also added that his on-air performances was deemed below par within AEW, which is why Tony Schiavone was put in the lead play-by-play for Collision. I'm going to say this right now. Tony Schiavone's announcing ability sucks.
Yes, he does.
I think Kevin Kelly's a far better announcer than Tony Schiavone is right now.
I'm going to be honest. I was never a big Kevin Kelly fan.
No,
but he was professional.
That's the thing. He acts professional. He acts like a legit fucking announcer. Mm-hmm. You don't hear him go, "It's Sting," like a mark. Like an old ass mark at that. Ain't that right, Tony? You fucking idiot. Fuck you, Tony Schiavone. I lost respect for him. I defended him against Josh Matthews. Now I've regretted it. Josh Matthews, now I'm on your side, pal.
Kevin Kelly, I know he's done announcing for a long time.
Yes. He done announcing for Ring of Honor.
In the 90s, he did it for the WWF.
Yep. I thought he was a decent announcer.
He was a decent announcer. He was never one of my favorites, but he was always
he always acted professional,
mm-hmm.
and he done pretty good announcing. He done good in Ring of Honor. What do you think why Cornette wanted him as his fucking announcer?
Apparently he said that Ian Riccaboni was trying to sabotage his AEW run, which you can't really sit there and say that he was or he wasn't.
Yes, but here's the thing. I love how it says that that his air performance is deemed below par of AEW
Mhm.
when Sockface is standing right over there.
Oh, people love him.
I don't. He's a downgrade. Can you see a WWE announcer coming in with a fucking Mexican mask on and do an announce? Can you see that? Can you see an announcer coming to WWE wearing a fucking sock on his fucking face?
And by the way, not Mexican either. He,
Well, he's trying to be a luchador. All right, there, Nacho Libre. That's probably was you on ECW when you took on Sandman, wasn't it? I bet you just lost a little bit of weight, didn't you? You fucking back in the boneyard fuck. Fuck you, sock face. A lot of people say he's a good announcer. Where? Is this how diminished the announcing abilities are? If people say he's a good fucking announcer?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll say this. People want to knock Michael Cole. Fuck, Michael Cole is probably the greatest announcer of all time in this era.
And that's sad. Because I don't really think he's that great of an announcer.
Me neither. Ain't that sad?
Well, speaking of announcer, before you get to the next one,
Yes.
Let's go ahead and talk about Jim Ross.
Yeah, let's talk about Jim Ross.
Since we're on announcing.
Since we're on announcing, but I have to say, what do you think of Kevin Kelly being fired? Because his announcing went up to par.
Bullshit.
Well, bullshit. Bullshit. Do you agree, Pop? Do you think that's bullshit?
Hey, bullshit.
I think it was just
backstage bullshit.
Backstage bullshit.
Yeah.
And they didn't like him, or he didn't. They didn't like what he had to say.
It all ended up. To me, it all ended up in politics. That's all
if
it
I
ended
was
up
Kevin
with.
Kelly, I'd be like, I want to get out of this place anyway. If I was if I was
wouldn't matter to
Kelly,
me.
If I was Kevin Kelly, I would have been happy to leave.
Tommy, JR announced on his podcast.
Yeah, Jim Ross.
Which I don't listen that often to Grill and JR.
Well, it ain't because of Jim Ross.
That's because of the fat fucking.
Yeah, it's because the Opie is because the fat mark he's with. Hey, maybe the 30 views people can get him on the podcast. Talk about him. Hey, I'm from Alabama. How about you?
He loves AEW, so why not?
Yeah, why not? Have a big old party.
Have a good old time.
But Jim Ross confirmed that 2024 will be his last year as an announcer. And I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
Jim Ross deserves to retire, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like I understand the reason why he still wanted to do this, because he kept his mind off his late wife and stuff like this. But I can understand why he wants to hang it up now. It's like come on, and people want to knock him.
Listen, Jim Ross is 72 years old.
And another problem I have, though, Joey, and Pops, is these AEW dwellers want to knock him.
Not only that, but also he's going through like surgeries.
Yes, didn't he have cancer?
And he has cancer.
You know, and these AEW dwellers got mad at him because he called it AEW,
WWE Dynamite.
Yeah, WWE Dynamite, and it gets shit wrong. This motherfucker has been in the WWE since 1993. 90-fucking-3.
He was in WWE for 30 years.
He was in WWE for 30 fucking years. Cut Jim Ross some fucking slack.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you don't want to do that. No, that's why I hate these people. They just fucking piss you off where you just want to strangle. Mm-hmm. Do the Boston Strangler. I'm serious.
Here's the bottom line.
Yeah, but it makes you just want to fucking. It just makes you want to fucking just do something.
Like literally,
Jim.
It was a couple of weeks ago. He actually had surgery.
Yeah, and they get mad because WWE. You should say that. Well, here's the fucking thing. He's been there for fucking. He was there for 30 fucking years. Jim Ross. I'm gonna say this right now. How many mistakes Jim Ross makes? He's still the best announcer of all time of this era. And I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all should be fucking kissing Jim Ross's ass, because to be honest, if it wasn't for Jim Ross, this fucking AEW fucking announcing core would be horrible.
Yeah, we seen Golden Boy in the beginning. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back to that shit? You want fucking Dumbo ear Marquez back there? Remember that idiot?
Yes.
You want him? Huh? You want him, you fucking marks? You want Dumbo back? Well, you got Sockface. Might as well bring him in too.
Cornette calls him Officer Barbrady.
Well, was it true though? Look, and Taz, I'm gonna say, Taz is probably second best.
Good garlic bread too.
Yeah, good garlic bread. And also, probably I have to say third probably be Nigel McGuinness. Those are probably the only three good fucking announcers they got.
Yeah.
Jim Ross, Taz, and Nigel McGuinness. The others, fire them. Save money, Tony, but we know you can't do that because you're a fucking pampered little bitch. No, I'm scared. But yeah,
hats off to Jim Ross.
Hats off to Jim Ross. Like, he put his time in. He deserves to fucking enjoy his fucking life. And he don't need to do this shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't fucking living on the glory days like Tony Schiavone, who's desperate for money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Everything's great.
That's why I don't. Tony Schiavone, you're the worst right now up there with Saki.
Pops, Jim Ross retiring in 2020.
Jim Ross. Okay, here's the thing that I'm going to say right here. You basement drillers bitching and everything like that right there. Listen to here. Jim Ross has been more in wrestling than the biggest part of you motherfuckers has been alive. Okay, so
that's true for some of the wrestling marks, by the way. He was in WWE longer than any motherfucker been alive.
Exactly. He knows more about wrestling than you motherfuckers. Well, you motherfuckers don't know nothing about wrestling. I'm just going to put that to you that right there way. If you did, you would know that people go from companies to companies, and you people get mad because if a person comes from a company, you get mad because they don't bash the company that made them stars. Dumb bastards. But anyway, moving along, spit you out, motherfuckers. Moving along, Jim Ross deserves to retire. He did everything that there was to do. I think he's doing the right time, and good luck to him.
Yeah, he deserves the time. Let's talk about Brian Danielson, Mr. Principal Warts.
Okay. Is he going to survive?
I will prevail in this jail. Because he's in jail right now. If you're in AEW. AEW, come on, that's a jail.
Well, that is a jail.
Yeah, out this jail. I will prevail. I don't know if you'll prevail there, pal. The reality is WWE presents professional wrestling in a certain way, to the point that they, for the longest time, have been ashamed to even call it professional wrestling.
Well, listen, Daniel Bryan has a point.
Yeah, he's got a point.
But
I still like Daniel as a talent, but come on, now he's Principal Warts.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. There's nothing wrong with that statement.
No, there's nothing wrong with that statement whatsoever.
But do you actually call AEW
do you actually call AEW professional wrestling? I don't think so. I don't think that's professional wrestling either. Two wrongs don't make a right. Sorry, Daniel.
You won't prevail.
Out that jail. I'm sorry. Like, I understand he's standing up for where he's working at now.
Yeah.
I can understand that. You're doing it for a payday, Daniel. I ain't mad at you about that.
Now you're doing it for the big bucks. You're doing it for the big bucks. You're flapping you're flapping them jaws for the big bucks. I don't blame you for that.
You are a lumberjack, so
you gotta provide for Bella and Birdie,
and you are a lumberjack. So I know it's hard to do the lumberjacks pancakes there, Daniel. How's the goat? But I don't consider AEW professional wrestling either. I don't. Like, where's their professional wrestling at? It damn sure ain't fucking doing cartwheels and shit like this.
In my listen, when I think about professional wrestling, I haven't thought about the actual word of professional wrestling in at least the 90s.
Yeah.
And it's not this, oh, I gotta relive the Attitude Era. No, I think professional wrestling died in like the mid 90s. Personally,
Yeah.
If you want me to be honest, wrestling got its prevalence in the Attitude Era, and let's just be honest, a lot of that wrestling was subpar.
It was.
Even though people try to look back fondly on it. And even today, people that get 30 or 40 views want to relive the Attitude Era. Attitude Era is dead.
It is. It's dead and buried.
And professional wrestling has been dead for years, decades actually.
But I will always be a professional wrestling fan.
Like when you watch wrestling, do you watch it as a professional wrestling contest or do you watch it as entertainment?
For me, I watch it as entertainment.
Pops?
Entertainment.
Same.
I watch it as entertainment now.
Because, like, the last time I remember watching wrestling that was professional wrestling was in the mid-90s.
Yes. I agree.
People in the comments, let us know, when was the last time you actually remember watching professional wrestling?
And let us know, do you agree? I want to know, do you watch professional wrestling as wrestling? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Or entertainment?
Yeah.
I think that's the way it is, right?
To me, like I said, I watched wrestling in the late '60s to the '70s all the way through. I think to me, I think professional wrestling, as they call it, professional wrestling, went out to me when everything come out in the open, when the internet broke everything out to people that what really happens, because back then, they believed who the wrestlers really was. That they believed in that right there, and they believed, that there was no, you had the good guy, you had the good guy, you had the bad guys. They believed in that right there, and they, even back in that right there day, they didn't use the same dressing room, and shit like that right there, and to me that right there, when that right there broke out, and I kept on watching wrestling because I love it, but I never called it wrestling. I'd look at it and say, yeah, he was, to me, from the late '60s to the '70s, and hit and when the internet come through and just tore everything apart, and everything, which it was the internet
The
that did it.
mid-90s.
Yeah, the mid-90s.
Yeah, and it hit. Then I looked at it not as professional wrestling anymore. It's entertainment.
Some more news here.
Yep.
CJ Perry has announced that her and Miro have separated after 7 years of marriage. Well, good job, CJ, because that Bulgarian fuck sucks.
Yeah. Okay. So Miro or Rusev or whatever,
And Lana,
and Lana or Anal or CJ
CJ
Perry,
or someone says Lana,
or Lana, as some people say. They're getting a divorce after 7 years of marriage. Well,
it happens.
It happens, especially in the wrestling business.
Yes.
Like, Miro doesn't know how lucky he had it that he was able to have his wife with him at particular times in wrestling.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't happen all the time.
No, it don't.
And also we know that he's a cuck too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about him when Lana was talking to The Rock and
Yep.
fucking old Bobby Lashley,
That's right.
and Miro wasn't doing a goddamn thing about
That's
it.
right.
And
So we
now,
know
granted, it was storylined, but
don't matter.
don't matter.
So I'm going to say this.
Mhm.
Well, here's the thing. Divorces happen all the time. So here's the thing.
I'm divorced. Oh
But-
well.
But hey, maybe CJ Perry and Rusev or Miro can move on with their lives, and I ain't gonna wish no ill will on either one of them. It ain't my life, so. But I
Listen.
know, but I understand. I understand. Sometimes relationships they just
Don't work out.
Don't work out. Maybe it didn't work out.
Well, he was lucky having her for so long right there with him. I mean, for some wrestlers, it doesn't end up that right there way. They're away from their wives, their kids, and everything. So he was lucky that he had her with him that right there long. And as far as the divorce coming down, shit happens.
Now let's talk about some WWE a little bit. This is from the WWE 2K24 game.
Okay.
Some Heat. I'll say
Which
that.
you've played it. What do you think about it?
Great game.
Great game.
I enjoy it. Still beats AEW. How's that game doing, huh? Russell on the beach. Boop, 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 boop. How's that doing, huh? You can do anything to try to get people to. That game's still $60 fucking.
Yeah, we actually
We confirmed this.
we confirmed it because we were at a retro video game store.
They still want $60 for that fucking horrible game.
Brand new. They had it in the glass case. It was $60. Like, yeah, I ain't buying that.
And here's another thing. You could put whoever you want on that game, get DLC and everything else. Nothing is going to make that game any good or any better.
Are we talking about in that glass case that's got dust on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because nobody's ever opened it.
There you go.
There you go.
Dusty Case.
Dusty Case.
But now let's go to the WWE 2K24 news here. Bianca Belair receives racial backlash for being on WWE 2K24 cover.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes. Yes. Bianca Belair receives racial backlash for being on WWE 2K24 cover.
What's the matter with fucking Bianca Belair?
Why?
I have a problem with these people. This, I'm gonna say, what the fuck's wrong with this country nowadays?
I don't know.
With racial shit. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, we had 45 right to Rat Pops.
No, yeah, that piece of shit. Go ahead.
45 is what pushed it all, 45 pushed.
Fucking. Here's the thing.
Those 45.
She was the first African American woman to be on the cover of WWE 2K, and you're fucking trying to fucking ruin her fucking moment. This is a big thing.
Get a life, motherfuckers. Get a
No,
life.
this is a big thing. The first two women, and it's a lot of people say Becky Lynch, but here's the thing: they still have Roman on the cover.
Yeah, people were like, "Well, Becky was on 2K20." Yeah, but Roman was there too.
Yeah, this is the first time to have two women on the cover of a WWE game. And
now, granted, it was on the deluxe edition. It's not on the actual.
It's not on the standard or the 40 years of WrestleMania, but it's on the deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
And these people that are mad at her because she's on the cover.
Get a fucking
That's something
life.
that she probably dreamt as a kid. Wouldn't that be something you would dreamt of if you were a kid? A young girl.
I'd be happy to make it on the video.
Yeah, a young lady
Yeah.
or even a male. To be on the cover of a fucking wrestling game is a fucking big accomplishment. And for the people that are fucking doing fucking racial profiling, what the fuck? I'm tired of these fucking people.
I tell you what. If I'd been a wrestler and they put me on the cover of a game, I'd be like, film that motherfucker. Give me the copy of it. I'm going to put it in the motherfucking safe because nobody's going to believe me.
I am proud of the way this is nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Where this actually is a fucking big accomplishment and you want to shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca Belair, I'm going to say this right now.
They don't have nothing else. They don't have nothing else to talk about.
Bianca Belair, I'm going to say this right here, right now. Bianca Belair is a way more talented worker than half of that fucking roster on AEW. More than half. And this woman, this Bianca Belair, I'm proud of her. Mm-hmm. She worked hard to get that fucking spot.
And Rhea Ripley as well.
Both of these women are changing the fucking women's division. I know people are saying, well, Sasha did it, Charlotte did it, Becky did it. Well, yes.
Did they make it on the
But you see, here's something you see. Charlotte, Becky, and the rest of them, you see, they know what talent is, and they're letting these women do what they did back in their day.
They planted the roots so that
Bianca Belair and a Rhea Ripley can fucking come back early.
They planted it.
So they can fucking take care of. They can do the fucking. They paved the road. People like a Bianca, like a Sasha Banks, like a Charlotte Flair, like a Becky Lynch, like a Bayley, with all these young talent that came there. Now they're in the goddamn spotlight, and they go, okay, you guys laid the foundation.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take the ball and run with it and show us that we can help too. And you know what? I stand with Bianca Belair with this fucking thing.
And here's what
you don't like it.
Here's what they're saying. Here's what they're saying. They're saying this right here to the ones that paved the way for them. Let us. You carried the ball as far as you can. Let us carry it now.
Yes. And if
let us show you guys that we care what you did for us, and we want to carry that ball for you.
And here's the thing: if you don't like that is the cover, buy a different cover.
Yeah, go buy the fucking Cody cover.
Buy the Cody cover. Buy the fucking Road to WrestleMania cover. 40 years of fucking WrestleMania, or buy that paint peeling AEW game. Okay. Or the digital. If you don't like it, don't buy it. And if you don't like it because Blair's the cover, well, you know what? Fuck off.
And
you want to take this fucking moment away and fucking downgrade it and say racial shit about it. Fuck off, okay? I hate these fucking people.
I want to know. Fucking Bianca Belair is sexy as fuck.
Yes, she is. And she's very talented.
I will say this, and I want to give a little big shout out to the Borleas Wrestling Podcast as well. Levante, in fairness, Bianca ain't got no titties. But nonetheless.
But she's a great worker.
She got ass, and she's pretty as fuck.
You know, here's my point of view. These motherfuckers here, in my opinion, get a life, okay? Because
people should just fuck off, to be honest with you.
Because you fucking people bitch about everything.
Yeah, they bitch about everything.
Do you agree? Fuck off.
Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, totally.
Fucking uncalled for and fucking ridiculous.
We've had an African American president for 2 terms.
What? Yes.
You guys are complaining about an African American woman being on half of a video game cover.
They did the same thing with the Little Mermaid too. Remember?
It's ridiculous.
Like, what the fuck country are we living in?
We had an African American well trained wrestler. So something that All Friends Wrestling doesn't have much. But anyway,
it makes me fucking sick.
you want
A
to take away
well-trained,
the biggest compliment.
Good wrestler, and you guys complain.
What do you guys realize what that means about these women being on the cover? About anybody being on the cover of any kind of a game? That is a compliment. They're showing them the compliment that they deserve.
Who the fuck did you guys
Don't you realize
Yeah.
Pass.
Let's go with some more news. Let's talk about Mercedes Moné. She was on
Money or Monet?
Money, whatever the hell. I'm still calling her Sasha. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
But Mercedes, there we go. Mercedes Moné, she said some things.
Okay, what'd she say?
Well, she talked about her leaving WWE.
Okay.
She goes, something told me I needed to do this and stand up for myself. It was a very hard decision because wrestling in WWE has been my whole life. Hardest decision I ever had to make in my whole life. But it's the most proudest, and it's crazy because I would not be sitting here living the best version of myself of my life. It's getting to be everything I've ever dreamt of and more.
Okay.
So that's what she said. And then she talked about this. All I know is that I handled it like a CEO.
Yeah, sure.
Like that, like the boss that I am. With my head held up high, I can't say nothing but amazing things to WWE.
Okay.
And so thankful for the career they gave me and the fans they gave me. The life they gave me, the dream they gave me. That's what she said.
Okay. And as we know,
now we're going to get to that.
Yeah, we're going to get to that real quick.
Well, that's the last thing. So.
Okay. What is it, Jay?
Mercedes Moné is all elite.
Yes. Mercedes Moné is all elite.
Can I go ahead and say this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've seen this coming a mile away.
We've been saying this for months now.
Months. And we're going to get to something in months.
Yeah. We were talking about she debuted at AEW
Small Business. And we're going to talk about the ratings here after that.
And guys,
because remember when people get mad when we talk about ratings.
That's right. Because ratings doesn't mean anything, right? Yeah. Even though
only to them.
Yeah. Apparently, you guys don't know how television works.
Yeah.
But nonetheless.
Yeah.
And by the way, that also goes to streaming services as well, because if you're not drawing any viewers to streaming services, they take it down. But we don't know anything about television. Okay. But at AEW Small Business.
Yeah. It was a sellout.
It was a sellout in Boston.
Well, no shock, it was a sellout. It was her hometown.
Which most people seen this coming.
Yes,
I mean, come on.
We've seen it coming a long time ago.
I believe it was about a month ago we did a podcast talking about it, saying that they were in Boston at the TD Garden, and
you dwellers remember this? You dwellers remember this? What we said?
Then they had the money signs with Boston and all this shit.
Dead giveaway.
It's a dead giveaway that Sasha Banks is going to show up, or Mercedes Moné, right?
Sure it was.
Which I'm happy for.
Which, fine.
She is a great talent.
I have nothing against her. She's
a good worker. She's great. Very
good worker. Great worker. Good worker at all.
The only thing I have against her is just like the way she does business. Personally, just because you don't agree with creative doesn't mean you have the right to just up and leave your contract.
Well, look what Austin did, but Austin came back though.
Yeah, that's the only strike I have against her personally.
Is well, see, here's another thing I want to say.
Yeah,
let's say she don't like the creative in AEW. Is she gonna do that too? Good question.
But
and then Tony, we're going to get to the money here in a minute, and all that money get down all that Moné will go down the drain now.
The Moné. And by the way, for all the people that wanted Sasha Banks to talk about how horrible
she didn't say no ill will or nothing,
how horrible the other federation was, how bad the WWE was, and how evil and how
evil the disease is.
The toxic WWE. she just said it right there.
That she has no ill will.
She had the greatest time of her career there. She's thankful for the WWE and the way that she got fans from the WWE and the way the WWE treated her. But once again, the way that the fucking AEW fucking marks the rabid AEW marks want anybody to say anything bad about WWE.
Daniel Bryan said the same thing. They got mad at him about it.
Yeah, like fucking
Edge, same thing.
William Regal.
Yep, same thing.
They got mad at William Regal because he wouldn't say anything bad about fucking WWE. It's like, fucking get off your fucking dicks.
Yeah,
you know,
like, get off your fucking ass. But Mercedes, I probably shouldn't. I bet you this is true.
Yeah,
Mercedes Moné has been on AEW payroll for over 2 months before she even debuted.
So Tony Khan has signed her back in apparently January.
Yeah. So she made money just doing anything.
So she's been making money for the past 2 months to do nothing. And
what a businessman! Whoa, he's a businessman, all right, boy.
Oh, we're going to talk about big money.
You're a businessman. You're sticking your finger up your own fucking ass, dumbass.
No, I will say this.
God, man, you are stupid. I'm not gonna pay anybody
to sit on their ass for 2 months.
Unless they come and wrestle for me. Nobody.
So she was signed 2 months ago, and just because you guys were debuting at
Boston, you waited that long?
In Boston, you waited that long?
Yeah.
Now, I will say
diminishing returns, by the way.
And I will say this. Well, we'll get into that in a second, but it was at least somewhat great that you guys at least sold out TD Garden.
Yeah.
Because you guys haven't been selling out any fucking
thing else. Yeah, you haven't been selling out anywhere fucking else.
So, Tony Khan, you lost 2 months of revenue, but congratulations for selling out the TD Garden, you fucking Q-tip fuck.
And the only reason why you sold it out, let me say this again, the only reason why you sold it out, she was home.
Yeah.
And by the way, the ratings
were
the same as what they usually are.
Yep. Pops
800.
They got a boost from Okada at 700. The week that Okada was there was 700. Pops, they got 800,000.
The same they usually get.
Which is about the same they usually get.
For Mercedes Moné's debut.
For Mercedes Moné's
debut. And then they saw it at the beginning of the show. The ratings went right back down. Did you notice that?
Yes, they did.
They didn't even hype her up, saying that she's going to be back in the show on the show.
Oh,
she was in the main event.
We seen her. Great. Let's go and turn it off now.
They did. Their ratings went right back down. Did you see the fucking minute to the times?
Yes.
Yeah.
So congratulations for an extra 100,000 people that watch your show.
Now we don't know.
But guess what? You're still in that same 800 range, and you got you got Okada for 4.5 billion. Tommy.
Now we don't know if this is how much she's making, but if it is, boy, it's hefty.
So 4.5 million for Okada. What is Mercedes Moné making? Yeah. What Moné is Moné making?
Mercedes Moné's AEW contract is reportedly over $10 million a year.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You are an idiot.
I'm not done. Mercedes Moné, the AEW contract is reportedly over $10 million a year, for 3 to 5 years with an opt-out option going into the third year. Higher than top WWE stars like Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and John Cena. This makes her the highest paid women's wrestler in history.
Daddy ain't gonna like that right there, Tony Khan.
If this is true, if this is what she's making.
If this is true, what you're gonna have to do is, Tony Khan, you're gonna have to go to Daddy. And you go, oh, Daddy, I need to pay my wrestlers, Daddy. Can I have the other half of my inheritance, Daddy?
This is just what they say. Rumor.
Idiot. You moron.
Okay. So And by the way, we talked about this about the supposed that she was going to make Roman Reigns much money, which was $5 million a year. Apparently, according to this article here, if it's true, she's making double that.
Yeah, double that.
Double that? Are you
my
serious?
God.
She's making more than Randy Orton, John Cena, and Roman Reigns. That makes
Listen.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks is extremely talented.
Great talent.
She's a wonderful wrestler.
But she ain't worth that amount of money. I'm sorry.
But she is not worth
that
much money. I would be surprised if she got signed over $1 million or $2 million a year.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. To find out she's making anywhere from $5 to $10 million a year. Ridiculous.
That's too much money. But Tony Khan don't care. All he cares about is trying to upstage somebody.
Okay.
And that's the difference.
Okay, so
that's the difference in a Triple H who pays people than a Mark paying people just to pay people. See, that's the difference.
You see, Tony Khan, I'm going to tell you something. Do you know one thing? That's why you go broke. That's why companies go broke. They pay.
Hang on, Pop. Didn't he say? Didn't Sideshow Bob say? Oh, I ain't going to be like fucking WCW, like Ted Turner. Well, in essence, it looks like you're doing it, pal.
That's why they went broke.
Serve me right. But didn't Chris Benoit, Perry Saturn, Dean Malenko, and Eddie Guerrero make about $3 million a year together?
Yeah, together.
Yeah.
And fucking Mike Graham's stupid ass was so proud that he saved WCW fucking $3 million. But this fucking idiot, this moron, this Rick Moranis looking fuck signs this woman,
who's a great talent.
Great talent, no
I like
doubt.
her. I like Sasha. I like Mercedes Moné.
Sign her to a fucking anywhere from $5 to $10 million a year deal. You're a fucking moron. We said that when we heard reports of maybe 5.
Yeah.
If you're paying her $10 million, you are overpaying even more than what we have fucking.
What's going to happen is, Tony Khan, without Daddy's help, you ain't going to stay afloat.
And do you see?
You're spending too much money out and not bringing money in, Tony Khan. Did you understand it?
Yeah.
Don't you understand how business
works?
works?
More than you're bringing in.
We know how business does work.
Like Tony Khan,
if you're paying your wrestlers more than what you're bringing in, you're losing money.
You're paying more going out than getting.
That's right. You ain't got nothing coming in. You're paying out more.
You're paying more going out than coming in.
Pops, tell me what's the most essential thing when you have a business?
To make money.
To make money. To make money. If you're not making any, I'm going to say this simple, Tony Khan. If you got more money going out than coming in, you're not accomplishing a damn thing.
No, you're not. You're losing money. Do you understand this?
Because guess what? I can't fucking wait till you flounder and it's over. It's
done. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to say this right here, right now, off the record. That's why this company will not last. Because the way he throws money like fucking water.
Well,
this is why this company will not last.
Well, here's the thing.
We said this when it was a fucking t-shirt company.
What'll happen here? I know what's going to happen here. He's going to hit rock bottom and he's going to go to Daddy to get the money to get him out.
And if I was Daddy, I'd be like, well, son, we got the Jags. They ain't going to make us no money. So how the fuck can I give you money?
Hell, Jaguars ain't making no money.
Let me do abuse.
Yeah.
But if she's making that much, good job, Mercedes Moné. Bleed him dry.
Yes.
I commend it.
Here's what Daddy will say. Well,
I would take that offer in a heartbeat.
I can't help you. I'm wasting money on the Jaguars here. I can't make any money with the Jaguars.
Do that.
I'm saying.
That money.
Yeah, if I was Mercedes Moné, I'll sit there like on New Legacy.
That's right.
I'll take. I can't. That's a too.
I tell you what. I tell you what. I don't blame him. I tell you what.
Just like that.
That's right.
Sasha Banks, whatever they want to call you, I call you Sasha Banks because that's what you are. Here's the thing. I don't blame you at all. Sit back there.
I don't blame you for taking that money. Hell no.
You know, tap your toes and say, "Boy, I fucked this motherfucker."
I took money from Mr. Abrams.
She stole.
She stole from Sideshow Bob.
That's right. She stole from old Sideshow Bob. But
that's all the wrestling news.
That's all the wrestling news.
That's all the wrestling.
My God.
Wrestling.
But but we don't know anything about.
But again, we don't know what we're talking about.
Well, we don't know what we're talking about, though. So.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
No, we don't know nothing.
But anyway, that's the wrestling news portion, guys. We'll answer a few questions.
Yeah, we'll answer a few questions, then we'll get up out of here.
Yeah, then we'll get up on out of here. We have some guests lined up in the future, guys.
Looking forward to that.
Looking forward to it. And before we get back to the questions, though, if you guys haven't listened to the last episode, episode 30, I highly suggest you do. I want to confirm this once again. If you guys want to learn referee psychology, if you guys want to learn how these people got in the business, how they did in the business, who trained them, how wrestling and in OVW was operated, I highly suggest you listen to episode 30 with AJ and Jamie. It was a great episode.
Yes.
And once again, didn't get as many views as we normally do, but very sleeper episode. And you got a lot of different points in there, and different views as well.
And that's probably, I'm gonna be honest, that's probably one of my most favorite episodes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It was just so great just to sit with them and talk about wrestling. It was a great thing. Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed every minute of it.
And we want to make sure that you guys watch that episode, because if you guys haven't, you're missing out on that episode for sure. That's why we're pushing it so much, because it's a great episode. You guys need to go listen to it.
Yes.
We will leave a link to that episode in the description box below, because we want to make sure that you guys watch that episode. And be prepared, because we might have a few more other people that's been in the wrestling business on our show as well.
Yes.
Actual people that's been in the business, not two podcasters who think they're that eat cereal and think they know everything. We'll get to that. But let's go ahead and answer a few questions.
Yeah.
The first question is asked by Sports Talk with Austin 2002. Which is
hope you're enjoying that Survivor Series 2023 DVD.
Absolutely. By the way, he did send me an email saying that he got it and he appreciated it. And
you don't say we don't send our shit.
That's right. But a big shout out to Sports Talk with Austin 2002. He has one question here: is thoughts on AJ Styles and Tomko as a tag team in TNA? You guys remember AJ and Tomko?
Yeah, I remember Tomko and AJ Styles as a tag team. I thought that was a comedy team.
They were.
Yeah.
They were.
I enjoyed them as a team. I thought they were a good tag team.
Yeah. Paz, do you remember? Do you remember them as a tag team? In
Yeah, I remember the little comedy that they put together when they wrestled together. Because that's what it was. It was mostly comedy.
yeah, like I remember AJ, like he had to dress up in that turkey fucking outfit and shit,
Yeah, yeah,
and he was doing a lot of Christian's bidding and shit.
yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. I just really didn't dig it, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Um,
and it happens. I'm not going to say it don't. Uh, uh, you know, sometimes creative does stupid shit, or promoter does stupid shit. Just not letting talent shine through. That's the way it is. And we all know AJ was, had talent. We all know that. Sometimes it happens, that they put people in shitty shit, and they expect them to get it over, which the comedy part did get over. I mean, the comedy part really got over.
oh yeah, yeah. Until
Yeah,
they
until
tried to
that.
uh until they brought in fucking Hogan
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Tomko ended up getting on fucking drugs and
Yep.
shit and
yeah.
everything like that. Next question is asked by Jason Peck. Do you think Booker T should have won at WrestleMania against Triple H? I'm assuming he means the WrestleMania 19.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going by how Debbie looks here.
Yeah.
They didn't want another big belt to change. Because remember, Brock Lesnar won the Royal Rumble when he fought Kurt Angle, and he had to win. So no, I I would have fucking, but I like Booker. But here's the thing: if you wanted him to win the world title, I knew it wasn't going to be at WrestleMania, especially since Brock
Yeah.
was going to face Kurt Angle. You knew where that was going,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so you knew they were going to change both belts.
Yeah.
So you knew.
I'm surprised at WrestleMania 21 they changed both belts.
Yeah, I was surprised about that. Because usually they only change one of them, one or the other. But but Booker T, he won that battle royal, and that's how he got that match. Didn't enjoy the storyline though.
Swat!
I didn't really enjoy the storyline though.
No, I didn't. Yo, well, here's $1. Give me a
Yeah,
towel.
yeah, fucking
No.
basically
No.
knocking everything Booker T's done in the industry.
And
Saying,
racism as
yeah,
well.
yeah, that too. I really didn't like that.
Booker. Here's the thing.
You know, Bruce Pritchard even to this day says that it
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
racist.
he's a company and a Vince McMahon minion.
In that match,
And by the way, Bruce, we know you don't have jobs much.
you knew Triple H was not going to drop the title. Booker T knew that right there. Because Booker T has been in the business so long, he knows how the business works. He knows he wasn't going to win it.
And I didn't really enjoy him knocking everything Booker T accomplished. And
Yeah.
he's like, oh, come on. We understand you've been the 5-time WCW champion. But come on, Book. We know that place was a joke. I was like, well, he's got a point on that one. That's one point I got to give old Trips.
I will
And
say
he goes,
this.
was this the same company that Vince Russo was WCW champion? Was this the same company that David Arquette was world champion? He basically made fun of it, but
Yeah.
but here's the thing. Booker T was probably, if I had to choose out of the ones that kind of broke through out of that invasion garbage and actually done something, I'm going to have to say Booker T is probably the only one. I thought DDP could do it, but that didn't happen. Because at first when I saw that invasion, I was like, okay, they got Booker T. Shane was like, all right, that's a big name. They got a big name, okay. And then when DDP came, I was like, oh, okay, maybe the invasion's going to be doing something, But I thought, okay, DDP's going to do something good. Nope.
We're going to make him a stalker.
We're going to make him a stalker.
You
I
know,
did enjoy Mr. Bright Smiles DDP though.
Yeah.
well,
But the only one that came out of that did some good things out of that was Booker T.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, look at this. Booker T got his time in the sun when he finally won the World Heavyweight Championship
Yes.
as a King Booker.
I enjoyed him as
Yeah.
King Booker.
And once again, got that stupid ass King gimmick over.
Yes.
That some
I enjoyed his
people-
TNA run too when he was doing the announcing.
Black Snow.
Oh yeah.
Because there's not.
He
a lot of
even done the
people-
fucking horrible accent in TNA. Remember he done that horrible accent, the King
Yeah.
Booker shit.
Because let's just be honest, like
Respect.
there wasn't a lot of good King gimmicks
Yeah.
after people winning the King of the Ring.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
say that. So I gotta give Booker. He tried the best he could with that King.
Well, you see, Booker, you know, like I said, Booker knew how to get it over. I mean, he's in business, you know, long enough to know, you know, what works and what don't. Booker knew what worked.
And I love Booker T as an announcer.
Booker to me is a great mind and a great worker back. You know, that's Booker to me.
Jason
Knew the business, knew what to think.
Jason Peck has got a name some WCW stars, and he wants us to think if they were overrated or underrated. Excuse me.
Okay.
We have 5 names, or no, 4 names. Yeah, 4 names. Alex Wright.
Alex Wright, definitely underrated. He was a good performer.
Mhm.
I thought Alex Wright was great.
Dust Wonder Kid.
Oh yeah, I love the music too.
The techno music.
Oh yeah, and I love the dance.
The dance too. Bobby Heenan.
You see, Daniel
I think he
Garcia-
broke his back.
Well, see, Alex Wright's dance was more entertaining than fucking Mr. Garcia over here. All you do is hump, bitch. That's not how you fuck women, I bet. You probably never even had any women. by now.
He didn't fuck nobody.
Oh no, I forgot you never had any women. And by the way, the last name Garcia sucks.
Yeah.
And by the way, you've always sucked, Daniel. Fuck you and fuck your stupid fucking dance.
Pops, Alex Wright.
No,
You
no,
think he was-
didn't care too much for dancing. I'll say this right here.
He did win the television championship.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this right here, and I do mean this. If you got somebody in the ring that'll work with him, he can work. But to me, Alex Wright, you had to pull it out of him. I really, that's why I say when he puts somebody with him, he's good.
I always thought Alex Wright was a pretty decent worker myself. I will say this: did I see him as this big star?
No.
No.
I consider him what he was, a mid-carder, which there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with
But
that.
he's an underrated worker.
You put him in there with some people that you want to look nice, or
They got good matches out of Alex.
that you know that like hell, for instance. I mean, him and Disco teamed up at some point too.
Yeah. Boogie Nights.
Yeah, the Boogie Nights. Didn't care for the whole Berlin gimmick though.
No, I didn't care about that.
I do think he was underrated.
Yeah.
Perry Saturn.
Perry Saturn.
Saturn.
I'm gonna say he was definitely underrated.
Yeah.
He was a good worker. Now when he showed up in WWE,
I think he just beat the shit by then, to be honest with
yeah, like he wasn't. He didn't do a lot of WWE. They put him in some horrible fucking gimmick, Moppy, but he tried to get it over though. Hey, I'm gonna say he got that Moppy gimmick over though.
you. Yeah. No, he did. He did.
But I'm gonna say Perry Saturn. I enjoyed his work because he was a good worker. I would say Perry Saturn's definitely underrated.
I mean, like even him and Cronus as
Yes.
the Eliminators
Yeah,
in ECW.
To me, I thought Perry Saturn was always a good worker.
Pause. Perry Saturn.
Good worker. I mean, I mean, if you can get fucking Mafia, where you can do about anything. That was a horrible fucking gimmick.
Oh, absolutely. Um, I just think by the time he got to the WWF,
He was kind of
it was at that point where I think he should have slowed down a little bit, and he actually did. I mean, because he ended up having that match with Mike Bell and tossing him on his head, and ended up getting fired pretty much.
And even Saturn said it was because he was fucked up.
Yeah, he even said
it was all his fault.
Yeah, he said he was doing drugs and shit and was just fucked up,
just blacked out.
But I honestly think if maybe Saturn probably stayed off the drugs,
he would have been a good worker. He would have made something.
I think he would have lasted a lot longer.
Yeah,
and a lot better.
I do too.
Personally. Next one we have is Scotty Riggs.
American males.
Did you see the DDP thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Marcus.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I've enjoyed some of these Dark Side of the Rings. You know.
Yeah.
The new episode's been pretty good. I can't wait for next episode though.
Yeah. At the time of this recording, well, this will be out before the next Dark Side of the Ring comes on. But
next one's Terry Gordy. I'm looking forward to that one.
The next was Terry Gordy. I know the first episode was Earthquake,
which was a great episode.
I thought my only critique about that episode, and it's the only one, is I didn't care for the whole. I mean, I understand that he played a pivotal part in Earthquake's career, but the whole they had to do the reenactment of Fred falling through the fucking thing.
I felt sorry for Fred.
It's like, did you really have to do the Shockmaster shit?
Yeah. Because I felt sorry for Fred.
But
I've seen that it's on YouTube.
It's not even his fault either.
What it was is that they had him in that long garbage shit, and when he hit that right there, you know, how are they going to break into a wall and have a mask on anyway? What they should have done was put a regular mask on him and be done with it.
I just thought it was pretty stupid for them to have that in the Earthquake episode.
Yeah, I did.
But the rest of the episode was good.
And Buffs, I'm not a big Buff Bagwell fan, but it was interesting.
I still have to watch that episode personally, but I will.
But Buff Bagwell's the one who reached out to Scotty Riggs.
I mean,
because the bad part, Scotty was homeless.
Oh, was he?
Yes. He was thinking about doing the old, the see ya.
Oh, see ya.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Marcus Bagwell told him, "No, man, we need you. I can help. I'm here with Dallas. We can help you out." And he had no teeth, and they got him dentures, and they got him back in shape.
Hey, Pops, call DDP.
You shut up over there.
I would say this. I think he should get a fucking Warrior Award
at some point. Yeah.
Because look at all the stuff he's done for people. He helps a guy that people thought would never change, Jake Roberts.
I still think he's a little chicaneerish, but yeah.
Well, I'm talking about he helped his health.
Yeah.
And all that. Even though he's still in bad health now, but
still think Jake's a piece of shit personally.
Well, at least he's not smelling the booze and piss.
That's right. Yeah. He's out of that stage.
He helped Scott Hall.
Yeah. Last call, Scott Hall.
He helped Scott. And he helped Buff. No, he even helped Butterbean.
Old Butterbean, yeah.
He got him to walk and everything else. Butterbean was in an automated wheelchair.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
And so I got to commend DDP.
And his recent is Buff Bagwell and Scotty Riggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So DDP is a fucking great guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked DDP.
Yeah.
And it's not just fucking yoga.
Yeah, it's not just fucking yoga.
But Scotty Riggs, he was a decent worker.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this.
He wasn't going to be a top guy.
Exactly, same.
But hey, I enjoyed him as Scotty Anton in ECW. The clap.
The clap. That's right.
The fucking clap, baby.
You
don't want the clap though, but
no, you don't. Scotty Riggs is all right.
Yeah, he was a decent worker.
He was all right. Do I see him as a top guy? No.
No, but he was a decent worker.
Yeah, he's decent. Scotty Riggs.
Decent worker. Decent. He knew how to work.
And last person is Sick Boy.
Oh, Scott Vick?
Scott Vick, yes.
Fuck him. He was the worst of all those guys. In my opinion.
He didn't really make too much of a splash.
No, I'm going to say he's probably worst out of all those guys.
Oh, out of all those guys, he is the worst one. Yes,
yeah, that's my opinion. And to me, Sick Boy, Scott Vick, horrible worker.
You think so?
Yeah, he didn't do much. All he was a fucking lackey. He was almost like Lodi. At least Scotty Riggs actually could work. At least Reese tried to work. Him and Lodi were probably the worst two of the flock.
I don't know. I think Raven just got held.
Yeah.
All he had that was actually really worth something is Saturn and Riggs, and the rest of it.
And then Kidman.
And Kidman, yeah, and Kidman.
He had Hammer, for God's sake.
Good Lord.
He had fucking Sick Boy. He had Lodi.
Mm-hmm.
They go, Raven, we're giving you shit and you're going to like it. Here. I feel your pain. But I'm going to say Sick Boy sucked.
Pop Sick Boy.
Wasn't really all that good.
I mean, I do feel
remember he was so bad he was in Memphis Championship Wrestling, for God's sake. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, he was.
And so was the Main Street Posse. So
little Pete Gas.
Yeah. AEW gives me gas.
Those guys, man, they did the best they could. That's about it.
And I mean, I do feel bad for them.
I mean, decent workers. They're all decent workers, but did you look at them as real top guys that's going to really break out and do something?
No.
Well, you see, there you go.
I never thought so, but the only thing that I have about Scott Vick,
Sick Boy,
is when they were going to make him the brother of
Katie Vick.
I was like, please don't do that.
No, God, don't do that. Oh God, don't do that.
All right, our next questions is from Dropkick SoCal. Which we will leave a link in the description box below for Booski and Oni. We've seen that Oni's back doing his thing for Dropkick SoCal. We will leave a link in the description box below. You guys can go to their channel, hit the subscribe button, as well as the Board Leaders Wrestling Podcast as well. We're going to answer a few of their questions. I think we might answer one more question, then we'll get after their questions. I think we're going to answer like maybe one more question, and we'll run off into the sunset like Stone Cold used to say on his podcast.
Yeah.
Should Punk take a part-time status?
I think we answered that question.
Did we?
Yes.
I don't think we did.
I think we did.
Did we?
I think we did. Yeah.
Oh, we did answer those.
Yeah,
yes.
we already answered those.
Sorry, I put that in the wrong folder then. My bad. But anyway, we will leave a link in the description box below for Dropkick SoCal regardless, though. For sure. I know there was another question down here somewhere that I forgot to do. I think the question was from think it was. Well, we'll answer this question from T and Couponer here real quick. Would Vince McMahon be petty enough to buy AEW to compete against the WWE? Well, if you guys don't know recently, but Vince has been selling a lot of his stock.
Yeah, he's been selling a lot of stock
In from TKO because he does own a lot of stock
Yes,
with
he
TKO.
does. He sold a lot of stock.
Yeah, he had a lot of stock and he sold a lot of stock. And they don't want Vince back.
Yeah.
Do you think that Vince would buy the WWE? Well, sorry, AEW to compete with the WWE?
No.
No.
Oh no, I don't believe that whatsoever.
You don't think so, Pops?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
We're gonna do last two questions, and these are asked by Levante F. Smith.
Levante F. Smith.
Levante Smith. Levante.
Right. These were the questions I was wanting to get on one of the other podcasts, but we didn't have enough time for it.
Okay.
Okay.
But we're going to answer his questions right now. And guys, if you guys want us to answer your guys' questions, you got to leave us questions in the comments down below.
Yes, you got to.
Okay.
If you want us to answer questions, you got to put them in the comment section down below.
As the train's coming
Of course it is.
Chugga choo-choo.
Now, this was on the episode that Pops' computer crapped out. He said
Yeah.
Joey's laptop is pointing to the WrestleMania side because it's the last one standing. My laptop's probably the best laptop out of all three.
I need one.
Tommy needs to get a new one. He will. Pops has just had a little kerfuffle there, but as you can tell, he's back.
Yeah.
But yeah. We're going to answer Levante's last two questions.
Levante F. Smith.
And once again, go support the Born Leaders Wrestling Podcast.
Born Leaders Podcast.
We will leave a link to the description box below of their channel. Also, where you can buy the merch, as well as the WWE affiliate link of Levante F. Smith. So go check that out. His two questions are, if you could go back in time and attend...
If I could turn back time. If I could find a way.
You were just Gordon Ramsay just sitting there looking.
If I could take back the Jaguar Company, I would do it. It's never going to reach the stars. It's going in the plumbing toilet, right where Moxley goes.
If you could go back in time and attend any WrestleMania live in person, which WrestleMania would you attend?
If I could go back time
Yeah.
and pick a WrestleMania live and in color.
Yeah, live and living color.
That's easy for me.
Good.
WrestleMania 17.
Astrodome.
Astrodome,
Houston.
Yeah, Houston, Texas.
Yeah, Texas. Not Texas, but Texas. You were that pop.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm about to go WrestleMania 17 for me.
Is there a specific reason?
Because that was top to bottom a good WrestleMania.
Top to bottom was a pretty good WrestleMania.
Yeah. And then I'll throw in another one for.
You already chose your WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You already chose your WrestleMania.
All right, now go
Get
ahead.
one option,
All right, go ahead, Fluffy. What's yours?
But yeah. Go ahead for the fluffy pass. Pops, do you want to go first?
WrestleMania 6.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You've always enjoyed that WrestleMania, haven't you?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed it.
Most people would say probably Hogan and Warrior, but I think there was so much more on that card
Yeah.
besides just them.
Yeah, there was people that
Jake Roberts and David Bianchi had
ignored
a good match.
they ignored to me the whole match until Hogan and Warrior. But I thought the whole match was good. I thought every match was good on that card.
I really enjoyed that WrestleMania. I also enjoyed WrestleMania 17 as well. But like, I think the same thing about uh, the same thing you think about when you think about WrestleMania 17 is I think top to bottom WrestleMania 6 was a pretty solid WrestleMania.
Yeah.
There were a few stinkers in there, but come on, every WrestleMania is going to have a couple of stinker
Yeah.
matches. It's just the way it is. But I'm going to go personally with my favorite WrestleMania, which was 8. Now, I know it's not the greatest WrestleMania of all time. Some people will be like, why the hell did you choose that fucking WrestleMania for? Well, it was the only time that WrestleMania was in my real home state of Indiana. They never went to Indiana
Nope.
past that or before that I'm aware of. Do you guys remember them
Nope.
going to Indiana at all?
Nope.
No.
After this or before that? Because they didn't.
Nope. They go from time to time now in Indianapolis.
I know, but they didn't have WrestleMania there.
No, they haven't had WrestleMania there.
Since WrestleMania 8.
Yeah.
And I was born in Indiana.
Yeah.
And in 1992.
Yeah. For those
In
people that don't know, I don't know whether they know or not, but I'm going to tell them. See, Tommy was born here in Kentucky. Joe was born in Indiana. So in Indiana to him is his hometown.
And in 1992, we were living in Indiana.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is when WrestleMania 8 was. Now, of course, at 2 years old, you can't go to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I remember renting it on the VHS tape and just loving every match. Tito and Sean.
Skinner and Owen Hart.
Hey, I like that match. I don't give a shit what anybody says. And then, of course, my favorite, Piper and Brett for the Intercontinental Championship.
Flair versus Savage
was pretty good, even though I really don't care about Hogan that much. But Hogan and Sid, it was all right.
It was okay.
It was all right. And also, that show was the last WrestleMania. Well, no, that ain't right, because Hogan came back for 10.
Yep.
It was the semi.
Oh, he came back for 9.
9, that's right. Sorry, 9, not 10.
Yeah.
So it was his semi last WrestleMania.
But he showed up 1 year later to the team with old Beaver
and won the championship for Yoko.
Unfortunately.
Which was horrible.
Unfortunately.
That WrestleMania I wouldn't want to go to.
Well, that WrestleMania I don't even want to watch.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
WrestleMania 9 sucks.
It's up over 11 to me.
Oh, and also I forgot about Jake and Taker.
Yeah, Jake and Taker was good too.
That's a good match, for real. But I definitely love 8, and I would really like to go to 8. Let's go with Levante F. Smith's last question, which is he's talking about the GOAT here. Which you know the GOAT is when it comes to me and Levante, who the GOAT is.
Well, remember, you're not on that band. You're not on
that. Oh, yeah, he kicked me off.
Your card got cut off.
We make fun of Shawn Michaels with the bald spot, with the bald Michaels.
Hey, Levante, you want that figure still? Mr. Clean Michaels.
Mr. Clean Michaels. Levante S. Smith says, your top 3 Shawn Michaels matches of all time.
Top 3 Shawn Michaels matches of all time, or as a world class called him, Shawn Nichols.
Yeah, Shawn Nichols.
Oh, all right. Top 3 Shawn Michaels matches.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go with 1. The Iron Man match at WrestleMania 12, him and Bret Hart.
That's a staple for most people.
I'm gonna go WrestleMania 25, Undertaker Shawn.
Okay.
Yep.
And because I enjoyed this one, even though the person that's in the match didn't leave the memories alone. I'm gonna go with Ric Flair and Michaels. For Ric Flair's age, they put on a pretty good match at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that's probably my top
And told a story.
And told a story. So yeah. Oh, Yeller.
I'm gonna put you as though I'm gonna take you like that good movie Old Yeller. I'm gonna take you behind the woodshed
And put you out of your misery.
and put you out of your
Yeller,
misery.
are you kidding me?
Yeah, Old Yeller, are you kidding me?
I'd like to say those are my top three favorite Shawn Michaels matches.
Pops.
Those
Top three.
those to me are the best ones of the Shawn Michaels era to me.
And you know, and out of WrestleMania 25, that was the only good fucking match.
Out of 25, yes. If you guys don't believe us, go watch our WrestleMania 25 review. You'll see how much we give a shit about WrestleMania 25.
And Shawn and Taker was the only good match on the whole fucking show.
Yeah.
That was the only good match.
Other than that right there, they wasn't shit on that son bitch.
Well, see, being a Shawn Michaels fan, there's so many coming through my mind.
Want your old screw job?
No. Levante F. Smith, let me know in the comments down below, because we know that you're listening. Let us know in the comments down below what is your favorite.
Top three favorite Shawn Michaels matches.
Absolutely.
He's the GOAT! The GOAT! Remember that goddamn guy?
Yeah. Man, there's so many running through my head right now. I mean, there are some stinkers in there too, for sure. I'm gonna go with Bret and Shawn, Iron Man.
You know what? I might have to take that match off and put in a different one in that spot.
What's that?
Him and Mankind at Mind Games '96.
Okay.
Because
it was a different.
So I'm gonna have to say bye WrestleMania 12 because everyone goes that one all the time. I wanted to put the Mankind and Shawn.
It's one of those. Well, I mean, not just because of the match itself, but it was the one that made Shawn Michaels.
The boyhood dream has come true for Shawn Michaels.
As fucking Jose Ethereal walks out there, it is fucking Freddy Krueger. Fucking
remember, Pops had one of those.
Yeah, it is fucking Freddy Krueger. Goddamn fucking.
Yeah, whatever.
He gets on the rope and goes. And you see Shawn dancing up there on the fucking this is done. What a ride! Anyway, I definitely go with the Iron Man match. This one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do in total here. There's three and there's three separate ones.
Okay.
There's that one from his time where he just became the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with SummerSlam 2002 against Triple H, his comeback.
Okay.
That was a great story, great match.
And he wore the Jesus shirt.
Yeah, and he had the Jesus shirt on.
And the blue jeans.
And the blue jeans and the cowboy boots.
I'm surprised you didn't choose the one with the poopy brown pants and the bob haircut.
No.
Poopy brown.
And the last one is I'm actually going to go with his career-ending one at WrestleMania 26. 25 was good.
Well, the reason I choose that because that was the only good fucking match on that whole show.
On the whole show.
I'm surprised no one chose Brothers of Destruction versus DX.
We don't talk about that.
That'd be on the worst Shawn Michaels matches.
Yeah, probably. Oh man, that day when I seen Kane grab him to choke slam and his fucking flabby hot fell off and he was bald, I was like, oh god. Anyway.
Oh god.
But there you guys go. That's the top three. That is the podcast. As we're clocking in at almost 3 hours here. Let's get the hell out of here, guys.
Yeah.
There was a lot of wrestling news to go through and stuff, so it is what it is.
That's what happens.
That's what happens. Don't forget to support Dropkick SoCal. the Born Leaders Wrestling Podcast, JMBB and Friends, FSAT Tokyo.
Yep.
We will leave a link for all their channels in the description box below. And also don't forget to follow us on X or on Twitter at Russell Rampage, as well as our Instagram, me and Tommy's Instagram.
Yeah.
And guys, hit that damn subscribe button.
We're almost there, 3,000.
Literally, we are in the double digits of hitting 3,000 subscribers. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Giving away a PS2. We're with 3 wrestling games as well as the controller, memory card, and hookups. We're giving away a Nintendo 64 controller, memory card, hookups. 3 of the best wrestling games on the damn
N64.
on the N64. And we're giving away a GameCube with controller, hookups, and memory card.
And 3 wrestling games.
And 3 out of the 4 wrestling games that
and
came
also,
out
the link for that video will be in the description, also where you go to enter.
Yeah, where you go to enter. So, guys, go watch that episode as well. And just thank you guys so much for
thanks for supporting us. We really appreciate it. And we always love talking about wrestling. And even though we get a lot of hate because we tell the truth in our opinions, but don't give a fuck.
Don't care.
Don't care. Don't bother me. Everything's a matter of opinion, pal.
The great Morton Down Jr.
Yep.
But guys, Pals, any final words or?
Oh, I'm gonna say it like this right here. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
And some stink like yours, right, Pals?
And some stink like mine. Nobody stinks better than me, motherfuckers.
But guys, with that being said, we hope that you guys enjoyed the podcast, and we'll see you guys on the next WR podcast.